Hi, everybody. Well, hi, nobody, because there's nobody here but me at the moment. But I'm sure somebody will join me very, very soon. Well, I hope they do anyway. Otherwise, I would be talking to myself, wouldn't I? And that won't do. Although I'm very good at talking to myself, I've got to say. Or I'll talk to, I say I'm talking to the dog, but actually I am talking to myself, yeah. But shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Well, I haven't chosen my colours. Oh, who have we got? Oh my goodness. Hi, Isaac. Hi, June. I must get my eyes fixed. Can't see a thing. Hi, Chrissy. Oh, it is difficult when you can't see, you have to go stare at the screen. So if I miss anybody, excuse me. Hi, June again. Hi, Ethan. You're early today. You're usually later, aren't you, Ethan? But hi, Cass. Hi, Cynthia. And how are you all today? How are you all doing? What are you all doing? Have you brought your craft? What are you doing today? I'm still doing these. I won't swear because it's Saturday night and there's lots of people watching me. I'm still doing the granny squares. Never mind. Oh, just going to choose today's colours, yeah. Yeah. Did you see my Dolly's house? I made a video in the shed. Hi, Amelia. I did. I made a video in the shed of my, you're crocheting a baby jacket with a matching bonnet. Far more interesting than my granny square, isn't it? Still, keep going, you fool. One of these years you'll have finished. Right, what colours am I going to choose today? I'm going to have green. I'm going to have lemon. And what other colour shall I choose? Oh, how about a nice lilac? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need another one. Right. Oh, I've got a bit of cream already. I don't need to start that new cream yet. I'm talking to myself. It's all right. Just talk amongst yourselves. And I've got a bit of lilac still to use up yet first. Just chat amongst yourselves until I'm ready. I'll soon be ready, I promise. I didn't watch the Everly Brothers last night. No, June, I didn't. I meant to, but I didn't. Because you know me. What I mean to do and what I actually do are two different things, yeah. Who have I missed now? I miss Kaz. No, I've got Kaz, Eason. Am I square solid colours? No, they're multicolours. Every row's different, which is going to be a pig when I come to sew the ends in. A throwing cotton, that'd be awfully heavy, Cynthia. Maybe a cotton mix, like a 50-50 one. I would think that, an all cotton one would be awful heavy. But that's just me. If it's not going to be one that you're going to be washing all the time, yeah. I like the ones you can just throw in. Yeah, no, I didn't watch the Everly Brothers. I meant to. I saw it. But for some reason or other, I must have been watching something on the other side. I'm sure it'll be on again. I'm sure it will be on again. What shall I use for the centre? Shall I use green? No, I like the green next to the lilac. If I use lemon, I can't put it in cream. I can't put it next to pink. Oh, dearie me, this is a dilemma, folks, yeah. Either way, I'm going to have two greens together, aren't I? Oh, never mind, what the heck. Be a devil. Yeah. Yeah, I made a little video of me doll's house. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how to paint plastic. Don't know quite what to use. I would buy new windows, but they don't seem to be the right size for anything on offer from eBay. Everything on eBay is smaller. It's got big windows. And saying that there's 9 of them, and some of the windows are like a £10 each. It's £90 is rather more than what I want to spend just on windows, yeah. If I could find something to paint plastic, I should be fine. Yeah. Oh, I haven't watched that yet. Hi, Chris. I haven't watched Miguel's video yet. I got chatting live on with a friend of mine in America. So I was like chatting to her. Well, not live. I was chatting over the messenger. It's kind of like live, isn't it? Yeah. Hi, Ella. Hi, Blue Heart. So I got sort of distracted. And then I got distracted by the puppy. I'm sat here on my little computer, the window's here, yeah. Neighbour from across the road hammering on the window. Frightened me to death. She said, do you have a black puppy? I said, yeah. She said, it's on the roof of the garage. So I went outside and she said, I don't like to alarm you, but it's on the roof. Anyway, by the time I looked, it had gone off the roof and it had come downstairs again. So then it dives off down the driveway. So I'm yelling at the dog. So then I get told off by my daughter-in-law. Don't shout at it, entice it back. It's scary when somebody comes and tells you the dog's on the roof. No, honest to God. And then she says to me, oh, it's done it before. It does it a lot. Well, don't let it. Frightening the neighbours to death, frightening me to death with a dog on the garage roof. Oh, cute. Oh, yeah, she's cute. So far this week, she's buried a pair of trainers and my son's brand new slipper. And then today, she's chewed the strap off his Crocs. So, yeah, she's cute. Yeah, she really is cute. Yeah. Hi, Amelia. Oh, who else have I missed? Hi, Connie. Hi, Ian. Rosie is a character. You're not kidding me. I hope she calms down. I inherited Stitches. My other doll's house, I gave it away. It was very pink and it was very childish looking. So I donated it to my great-granddaughter's nursery. So it went there. I wanted something a little more adult, if you know what I mean. Little windows with little hearts and pink. I mean, pink for a kickoff is not my colour. No, not my colour at all. Yeah. Oh, hi, Scorpio, or Senorita, whichever one you wish to prefer. Yeah. No, the pink of the doll's house will have to go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was lovely to see Sue. It was really nice. I've not seen her for 12 months, so it was really nice to see her, yeah. Yeah, so it was very nice, yeah. And you've got a Hello Kitty dollhouse. Yeah, she's almost 6 months now, the puppy, so hoping she'll calm down very soon and not scare the neighbour across the road to death, yeah. I can call you Liv, all right. Well, because, yeah, Scorpio's Senorita's a bit of a isn't it, mouthful, yeah. Yeah, hi, John. She didn't try it on, Lydia. I got told off by Nathan, who said she should have tried it on. I said, well, I couldn't force her to try it on. And in any case, I would have had to move the camera to get the camera angle right while she stood up to try it on. So, no, she didn't try it on, but I'm sure it'll fit her. Yeah. Oh, we did. We had a ball. We had a ball, honestly, the two of us together. You know, everybody talking and nobody listening. It was one of those conversations. Now, I'm going to paint that dollhouse. I can't stand pink. I'm just not a pink girl. Bright pink, yes. But not that kind of sickly pink. Not baby pink. Baby pink is not me whatsoever. Yeah. Oh, I bought a new cushion cover. I bought another one, actually, but it's in the conservatory. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Bought a new cushion cover. It has to be bold and wonderful, doesn't it? Otherwise, it's not me. I don't do sickly twee things now. What am I making tonight? I'm making granny squares. Very thrilling, isn't it? Yeah. You want the new Super Mario Lego airship? You know, you're going back in your second childhood, love. Yeah. Oh, did you see the ratty-tatty curtains that it has? Somebody said it should have been, I should have kept it for Halloween. It's got the most horrendous net curtains at the window. But thankfully, what I didn't realise was it's actually got curtain rails. So that's one thing less I have to buy, isn't it? Because I would have had to buy 9 curtain rails otherwise, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing it up, but it'll be slow. Yeah, it'll be slowly. Oh, it's all right, Kaz. Everybody thought you'd nodded off, yeah. Oh, you've had suspected influenza, but you've not had the corona. Oh, it's all right then, yeah. And you're having a midlife crisis here. You know, I had mine a while ago, yeah. Oh, dear. He shared it with you. Oh, that's nice of him, isn't it? We do love husbands who share. I had a husband who shared a little too much, if you follow my drift. And I don't mean influenza. You can't afford a Porsche. I can't even afford this mobility scooter I'm trying to save up for. If you watch my video on the dollhouse, I got introduced via the internet, of course, not in person, to a lovely lady who runs a craft shop in St Anne's. And she runs craft fairs. And she's having some before Christmas. So I'm going to go down on Thursday and have a chat with her in person about, and have a look where where these craft fairs are, what they look like. Do you get a table? What is it? What is involved and stuff? How much does it cost, etc., etc. So I'm going to go down on Thursday. It's going to be busy next week, yeah. Yeah. Where the bubbles come from? It was something to do with the pH balance or something of the water in the hot tub. But of course, it was my fault. I must have got in with soap on my body. I didn't. But everything's always my bloody fault. So, I get used to it. My ex-husband used to say it was my fault if it rained. So I'm used to it. Yeah. Oh, hi, Jill. How's the boy doing? Is he doing okay, Jill? Yeah. My wool is squeaking. It's probably because I just put hand cream on before I actually... They always put my makeup onto a bit of ABBA. Yeah. I quite like the new song that they brought out, but I can't say I like their video. Why don't they just grow all gracefully and have it, or just don't bother making a video with the people on it. Just make a video of something else, yeah? Yeah. He's doing good and starting the physio. That's great, isn't it? I follow another lady. She's over in, I think it's Japan. She married a Japanese guy. She's got two boys. One of them went into the army, or he would have gone into the army. But he came back out again because he dislocated his shoulder playing basketball or something a year or two back. So the army wouldn't have him. So he's had to have an operation to put his shoulder back in. So he'll be doing a lot of physio, won't he? Yeah. No, it's not the furry rodent variety. It's just me hand cream and me crochet hook that's squeaking. Yeah. I've been dive bombed by a fly, but it seems to have disappeared. I was getting my temper up with it before when I was eating my tea. And I was trying to whack it with my tissue box, yeah, because it was being a nuisance. It was... I hate them when they do that. The kamikaze, they come right across your head. Yeah. There's one of those scented ones in the kitchen. Oh my God. Well, you know what I was like when I moved here? We had one that only I saw. And my son was convinced I was going, ooh, because nobody else saw this blinking thing. Anyway, we finally caught it. So then they believed me that it was there all the time. You know, I kept saying, there's a mouse, there's a mouse. And it was the tiniest little thing. I felt sorry for it when it was caught. You know, it's a tiny little thing. Like a baby it was. But I still don't want one in my house. No. What have we got now? Oh, I don't like mice. No. I can look at a white mouse because we used to have white mice when my son was small. You know, he wanted puppies and stuff like that. Well, we were out at work all day. So we had to compromise with the usual, the goldfish and the white mice, you know. And of course, he got fed up with them after 5 minutes. And then who had to clear out the stinking things but me? Trying to catch them, put them somewhere while you clean it. Oh, God, don't take me back there. Little furry wriggling things. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible, horrible. Yeah. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, hideous. Oh, my God. Oh, God, if I saw him. Oh, no. If there was a mouse in the kitchen, I'd have to move. No. Yeah, the little beggars get in. I mean, they can flatten themselves, can't they? They can get in the smallest spaces. They have those kind of spines, don't they, that flatten and they can go under tiny little gaps in things, yeah. Well, I could have borrowed your snake, Isaac, yeah. Except I would have been more scared of the snake than I was of the mouse. I don't like the sticky traps, but it caught it, yeah. It did catch the little thing. As I say, it was so tiny, I felt sorry afterwards, but, you know, I still don't want one in the house. They can stay in the fields where they're supposed to. You know, field mice are supposed to stay in the field. They're not supposed to come in the house. Yeah, we used a sticky trap. That's what caught it in the end. It evaded the traps for ages. It was a wily little thing. It kept still coming out when the sticky traps were there. And my son kept saying, well, I can't see a mouse because, you know, it would have had to run over these sticky traps and there's no mouse there. Anyway, one morning when I got up, my daughter-in-law said, we've caught your mouse. I said, oh, thank goodness for that. I said, I hope you've moved it. He said, oh, yeah, it's in the bin. Oh, God. Yeah, it would have had a humane trap. I would have released it. But like my son said, it's probably found its way back again. I said, not if you release it miles away. Drive out into the country somewhere and stick it out there. But maybe it was a town mouse. Maybe it wouldn't have liked to be in the country with all the cows and the coos and the whatnots and everything. Yeah, my dad used to euthanize mice. When we had the shop, they pulled down an old cotton mill that was behind us. Thankfully, we didn't get rats, but we did get all the mice because when they pulled it down, there must have been hundreds and thousands of these blooming mice living in this cotton mill. And they all decided they'd come and live in our house, yeah. And my dad was there with a cricket bat, whacking them on the head, yeah. You watched Daniel's Live? Oh, God, yeah. Oh, that reminds me of Shan. Do you remember Shan? When she used to get those boxes with the Japanese Japanese, I think they were treats that she used to get. And she used to make such funny little faces when she was putting them in her mouth. Yeah. Yeah, the mouse is more afraid of you. No, no, honestly, I am more afraid of the mouse, yeah. I know you do, Linda. I'm being it's been a day and a half today. And I'm not sure about, I will get round to it one day. I promise you, Linda. Yeah. As a colony of mice. I was talking to the lady who lives next door but one, and she was saying that when she moved in her house, she was pregnant with her daughter. And the old lady who lived next door to them, the other way, not near to me, actually used to feed the mice because she said they were God's creatures. So there she was, pregnant, a house upside down and overrun with mice from the house next door. I think I would have been a bit upset. Mm. She was saying when the midwife called, she said, "Oh my goodness," she says, "you are in a bit of a state to be bringing a new baby home." Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, they could feed the owls, couldn't they? Chris, you're right there, but I'm afraid I'm not into catching them. Catching little white mice while I cleaned out the cage was bad enough, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, we were the only people on the block of shops it was inhabited, if you know what I mean. All the other shops were lock-up shops. In other words, people used to go home at night. They weren't there, they didn't live behind the shop. There was only us that actually lived behind the shop. So I think that's why the mice came, because they probably thought they would get some food or something. I mean, we had a cat, a dumb cat. I don't know what the dumb cat was doing, but it wasn't catching the mice. It wasn't a very good mouser. All she did was have kittens. I mean, literally, have kittens. Oh. Before we could get a spade or whatever it is they call it with cats, she'd be pregnant with another set. She was like a little production line, she was. So she was doing that instead of catching blinking mice, yeah. We have to talk about something else besides mice because Kaz is getting goosebumps now. Yeah. Change the subject, people. We have to talk about something else. Oh dear. Yeah, it was so nice to see Sue. Unfortunately, she couldn't stop long because she wanted to get home before it went dark, and it was threatening to rain, so she wanted to get home before it was dark and before it was raining. Anyway, she did manage it. She sent me a message saying that she'd oh, you've got some good news, have you, Kaz? Right, come on then, what's your good news? We could do with some good news today. See, it's not a good news day, really, is it? So we won't think about that because that's a terrible day. We'll talk about good news. We'll share good news. Has anybody got good news? Right, we'll share it. You got a job. Wow. That's great, Kaz. Yay. Yay. That is good news. We like good news. Anybody else got any good news? I've got good news is the fact my dollhouse came, Sue came, and I'm going to a craft fair. Yeah. My son has a job. He started this week as well. Yeah. So it's a good news week. It's good news week. Do you remember that song? I don't know who sang it, but somebody did. It wasn't me, because I don't sing. Although I was singing along with ABBA today. It is nice to have a good sing song, isn't it? Even though I would never make what's it called, the karaoke. I would clear the pub. If I started singing on a karaoke, you'd see people drink the pints up and go out quick. So what are you doing, Kaz, in your new job? What are you going to be doing? Not that it matters, you can have anything, can't you? I've got me singing that now. It's Good News Week. Oh, well, that's good. You must have liked your cars anyway. You must have impressed them. Yeah. Oh, if she's got one in a yarn shop, yeah, she won't have any paychecks. She'll be coming home with nothing. She'll be owing them at the end of the week. Oh, the House of Fraser. Oh, you're all right then. Don't look at any of the clothes. Otherwise, you won't come home with a pay packet. I had a lady who used to work for me part-time, and she never really ever went home with any wage because she only worked a few hours because she had a disabled husband that she couldn't leave for long. So she just used to come in at my busy time, like for a couple of hours. Yeah. And she never went home with a wage because she used to give it all back to the shop. Yeah. But she said she didn't mind because otherwise she wouldn't have been able to buy the wool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've dropped it, Deborah. We're on Kaz's job now. Yeah, the House of Fraser. Woohoo! Very posh, Kaz. Very posh. Right, we've done 3 things now. That's exactly what Sue said because she's been in the garden. If you listen to the video of us two, she's been in the garden, doing everything because she's got this. I've not seen it because I've not been, but apparently, according to my friend Tony, who called on his way past, it's a humongous great garden she's got, full of fruit trees and vegetable patches and stuff like that. So she's been in the garden all summer. So she said now the garden's kind of died down. She's going to be doing more crochet, and I forgot I had a coffee. I love Manchester with my B. So she's hoping to be doing some. I sent her off with a black bin bag full of wool, so there's a bit less in the shed than what there was before. Yeah. You're not Mrs. Slocum. Oh, you mean you're not going to have pink and purple hair? How boring. I would have purple hair if I was daring enough, but I'm not. Yeah. I'm not daring enough to be like these people who dye their hair red and green and purple and everything, I'm not that brave. I'd look more like a little old lady with a blue rinse. Yes. Well, I booked myself in for a pedicure for Tuesday. Says me who's trying to save up and I'm booking for a pedicure. But I've not had a pedicure for ages. And I just feel like having my feet pampered. Yeah. You started a fall garden. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, you got. Oh God, what is this with Halloween? All you lot. What is it? Somebody was telling me my doll's house with my tatty curtains would have been good for Halloween. No, I don't do Halloween. Halloween is not a holiday to me. I know you all go bonkers in the States, but we don't. We might stick out a pumpkin occasionally around here, but Halloween's just a nothing around here. I'll let you know if I see a pumpkin. I've only ever had one in my life. This will be number 2. The first one was a treat by my lovely niece. She treated me to a pedicure. Oh, and it was so lovely. I mean, I've been to the chiropodist because I have to go there because I'm diabetic and they have to inspect your feet, do the Doppler and make sure you've got a pulse, your foot's not dropped off or something, So I've done that, but they don't pamper you, they don't you know, potions and lotions on your feet. They don't let your feet soak in stuff. And, you know, I just like the pampering bit, which you don't get from a chiropodist. All they do is cut your nails and off you go. And they charge you twice as much as a pedicure anyway. Yeah. No, I don't do Halloween. It just passes me by. Halloween was never anything when I was a kid, and it never was anything when my son was little. I don't know where it's all sprung up from in the UK, why we suddenly have to have Halloween. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still waiting to go to this spa, but with me waiting to have my cataracts done and stuff like that. And my niece's mum, my sister-in-law, is selling her house and in the process of looking for a bungalow. So, you know, it's kind of like, I'm hoping we're going to be able to get there before Christmas. I really do. But I just hope it's not booked up. Yeah. We'll have to see. Because we're reliant on her fitting it in with the school timetable, you know, with her being a head teacher. So, you know, it's a bit awkward. Yeah. Oh, it is. It's just, that's the only reason why they do Halloween over here, Isaac, is to make us all spend money. Ridiculous. We've got other things to do besides silly little decorations for Halloween and hang a pumpkin outside. Better things to do with my money. I hope it thunders all over everybody, then they can't go out. I'm such a killjoy, aren't I? I really hate things like that. If anybody knocks on here waiting for trick or treat, then I'm afraid I won't be answering the door. Oh, I don't mind Christmas. Christmas is traditional. Christmas has been around since forever. Halloween is just a made up thing. It's like all these. I mean, there's always been a Mothering Sunday. But when I was little, there was never a Father's Day, a Grandpa's Day, a Great Aunt Maud Day. It's all drummed up to make us spend money, and I just don't like it. Yeah. No, I don't do Halloween at all. No. Christmas. Yeah, Christmas is great. I love Christmas. Christmas trees, decorations, everything. Christmas is Christmas. I've always loved it since being a little girl. But to me, no, not Halloween. No, 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 no. Yeah, you're right there, John, but I'm trying not to bring the conversation down today. We all know what day it is and we all know what it signifies. But I was trying to keep things a bit lighter today. And now my friend said to me, I'll make you a wreath for your door for fall. I went, oh, if you must. If you must. Yeah, we all know what day it is, John. I'm just trying not to think about it. I know it sounds horrible and it sounds awful, and it doesn't mean to say I'm making light of it, but I'm trying not to dwell on awful things today. I've never lived in an area where people have gone crazy with decorations and stuff. I mean, where I used to live, they used to put up Christmas lights, but here last year, mind you, it was COVID, but last year there was nothing. There wasn't even a tree or a light or anything on our street last year. Manny, I must admit, we didn't do anything either because if you remember, we were still in the midst of, we'd only moved in on the 18th of December, so there wasn't time for a tree or decorations or anything. So maybe this year my daughter-in-law will go a bit crazy. But there was absolutely nothing on our, there wasn't even a Christmas tree in anybody's window. Will I be seeing the illuminations? No, no. I'm not travelling all the way down to Blackpool just to see a few fairy lights. No, thank you. My great-grandson came yesterday, and they were going home through the lights. Yeah, but to me, it was thrilling when I was a kid, and they were 10 times better when I was a kid than they are now because it's all expensive and stuff. I mean, they went on for a mile or 2 miles maybe. Going through the lights when I was a kid was wonderful. It was like, ooh, ooh, but now it's like, oh, is that it? I mean, to a kid it might be exciting, but not for me, no. Yeah, no, I can honestly say I didn't see anything on this street. I mean, COVID put paid to a lot of it, didn't it, last year? It didn't put us all in the mood for Christmas at all, did it? But there wasn't a Christmas tree, there wasn't a light, there was nothing. You know, I thought maybe it was just us that didn't have anything because we'd only just moved in, but oh, it might be, but I'm certainly not spending my money going all the way to Blackpool just to troll through a few fairy lights. When I was a kid, it was thrilling. I think the last time I went to Blackpool to see the lights, I'd be a teenager. I think we went with the youth club. But then it was funny, see, because it was like a youth club outing, wasn't it? We were all teenagers and we all thought it was wonderful. It was all innocent fun. It wasn't like it would be these days. They'd all be drunk on the back seat, wouldn't they, you know? But it was very, very much a crisps, sweeties and soft drinks kind of occasion. On my previous one, they did do a bit. They did put Christmas trees up, and a couple of the houses did put lights up, yeah. But what, even this year, Nathan? In the previous years, I thought they were a bit pathetic, to be quite honest. You know, compared with how they used to be when I was a child, they used to be fabulous when I was a child. They were all moving things and all sorts. I would have thought they would have got better. Now we've got all this LED lighting and stuff like that. I would have thought they would be better. Yeah. A Thanksgiving inflatable for the front yard. Oh, he'd probably run off with it around here. Mind you, I don't know about round here, but where I used to live, they would have run off with it, yeah. They used to take hanging baskets off the wall where I used to live before, yeah. You know, they'd take your eyelashes and come back for your eyeballs. Went a bit downhill. Yeah. Manchester used to make a better show of it. You know, when you went down to town to do Christmas shopping, I couldn't go there for a while because I couldn't walk, you know, to go Christmas shopping in Manchester. But the lights used to be lovely in Manchester. All the shops used to make an effort, you know. That's one thing I will miss because here seems a bit more downtrodden, if you know what I mean. Manchester's all glitter and glitz and glamour. There's nothing around here like that. Yeah, the Christmas markets in Manchester and stuff like that, you know. And all the big stores put the lights on and do the window displays and everything. It's fantastic, but there's not going to be anything like that around here. We don't have the big stores, you know. We don't have anything like that. You know, I would have to go back to Manchester to see anything like that. I won't be putting anything up, Kaz, to be honest with you, but I'm sure my daughter-in-law will. But we'll have to start again because we didn't bring anything. I didn't bring. The only thing I'm sad about is I unfortunately accidentally threw away my nativity scene that I'd had since I was a tiny little girl. And I must have thrown it away with the Christmas decorations. So I'm really sad about that, because I'd had that from being a little tiny child. So it was like an heirloom, really. So I'm sad about that. But yeah, when you're throwing things out and people say, do you want this box of Christmas decorations? And I'm like, oh, no, no, no. And then afterwards I'm thinking, oh, my God. But it had gone down the tip then. It was too late then. Couldn't get it back because it was gone, yeah. So I don't have my nativity. My daughter-in-law usually gets a Christmas tree and stuff like that. So, we'll probably have one this year. I don't know. I might buy some little kind of decorations to put in my window here. I'll see what's going on, yeah. Oh, gosh, a friend of mine crocheted one. Do you remember, not Kaz, not you, Kaz. She was called Kazalistic. She was called Karen. And she crocheted all these lovely little figures. And she made a nativity one year. But I haven't got the patience. I've had a pattern for about 20 years. And every year I said I was going to make a crocheted nativity, but I am absolutely rubbish at doing, amigurumis and stuff like that. Yeah, Karen Hales, yeah, she did a lovely, didn't she? Did you see she's passed a certificate, Karen, for some crochet and things she's been doing online? She did about 16, 17 pieces to this thing, whatever she did. And she got a certificate saying she'd passed it all. It's all something to do with crochet. I'm afraid I'm not quite sure what it is, yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's got herself a boyfriend. She's had him for a couple of years now. She's no time to do a crochet. Yeah. I dare say if I had myself a boyfriend, I wouldn't. Yeah. Tell you what I was thinking today. A man is a mister, no matter what his marital status is, yeah? So when you're young, you're a miss. Then when you get married, you're a missus. You still stay a missus if you're a widow. But what is like the correct thing for me as a divorced woman? I don't really want the title Mrs. Ms. is a bit ambiguous, isn't it? You don't know what it is. And I don't want to be a miss again. So there should be another word for it. Why can't there be just one word for a woman like there's a mister all the way? Yeah, I don't like Ms. No. I don't know why I don't like Ms. It always conjures up militant women with bother boots and Doc Martin boots and overalls. Ms. Yeah, there should be a nicer word except divorcee. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Ms. Mademoiselle, that sounds like you've got a very dubious occupation, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't think I want to be a Mrs. And I certainly don't want to be a Miss, because that sounds like I've been left on the shelf and I've never been married at all in my life, I don't know. Oh, madam, yeah, that sounds worse. Madame. Mademoiselle, that's like if you've never been married, isn't it? Oh dear, I don't know. There should be another word. A mister is a mister all his life. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. But you think by now these women would have thought of something else. Yeah. Oh, my mum used to call me that, Lady Jane, when I was being a bit up myself, putting on a few airs and graces. My mum used to say that to me. Oh, do you think you are Lady Jane? If I answered her back a bit cheeky, yeah. I didn't go back to my maiden name when I got divorced because I wanted to have the same name as my son. Yeah. I didn't want to have a different surname to my son. I know it doesn't sound much, but to me it made a difference. You know, saying that I'm Ian's mum, but I'm called Miss Buckley, you know. No, no, no. Besides which, I didn't like my maiden name anyway, so. Oh, my Highness, yeah. In Ireland, call us anything but not too early in the morning, yeah. I know when they say to me, is it Miss or Mrs. or what she, I feel like saying doctor or something else, you know. Anything, you know. My brother was a doctor, but a doctor of like history and stuff like that. But he never used the title because he always used to say people will think I'm a medical man. Oh, yeah, I'd be a princess or a duchess. I wouldn't mind being a duchess. A dowager. How about that? Been watching too much Downton Abbey, haven't I? Dowager Jan, yeah. Oh, dear. That fly is back. I don't believe it. I thought it had committed Harry Carey. Duchess is a word that a lot of Cockney people, London people use, yeah. Oh, go away, fly. Dowager sounds ugly. Yeah, it doesn't sound very good. I'll be a duchess, I think. Yeah, in London they call people duchess. You know, my old Dutch, that's what they call the wife, isn't it, in London? Yeah. I don't want to be my old Dutch. Or if you used to watch Minder, her indoors, yeah. My ex used to say she who must be obeyed, which was rather a laugh because he never obeyed anything. Yeah. Her indoors, yeah. Or she who must be obeyed. I think that was a joke. When they call you mom, yeah. Well, they call the Queen mom, so it's quite a. I hate it when you're like doing something. They say, "Come on, Mrs. What's keeping you?" Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you know you're getting older when they stop saying, "Can I help you, Miss?" They start saying, "Can I help you, Mrs.?" You know, you think, I've crossed the line. I've gone the border. You know, I've gone over the edge. It makes me laugh when people who are like in their 50s or 60s say they're middle aged, and I'm thinking, middle age, you're not going to live till you're 120. You know. Oh dear. They call you love in where I come from. Everything's love. And I don't understand why women get their hair off with it. Don't call me love, it's demeaning. And I'm thinking, well, what do they want to call you? LOU, you know? I don't mind if people say love to me. You're right, love. To me, that's friendly. That's not demeaning at all. You know, I'd rather be said that than say, you're right. End of story. That sounds so. Ooh. But they say, you're right, love. That sounds much, much nicer. Yeah, why is it passive aggressive to call somebody love? It's ridiculous. These women are up their own backsides, aren't they, some of them? I'd much rather be called darling, love, dear, Chuck, you know. These "don't call me that" brigade. It's demeaning to women. Don't hold my chair out, I can do it myself. Don't open the door for me. No wonder men are confused. Oh, there's too many people offended by being offended. Yes, some words are offensive, but when you get pulled up for things on Facebook for things that don't even mean anything offensive, you think, oh, what is the world coming to? You know what? It's the way people say it is what these PC brigade get on my nose, I tell you, they really do. Yeah, Facebook's getting worse. You're scared of saying anything now, aren't you? You're scared of saying any words because people take them all the wrong way, and you're thinking, oh, for goodness sake, get over yourself. You know? And yet they go round, don't they, being racist, and that's oh yeah, they can say horrible things on Facebook, and the Facebook police don't pull them up for that, do they? No. But they pull you up if you say darling, duck, chuck, whatever, yeah. That would crack me up. Most of the comedians that I knew when I was younger wouldn't be able to say a word these days. I mean, I don't like that comedian. I think Nathan likes him, or is it Ian that likes him? That, oh God, what's he called? I don't like him because I think he's rude and coarse. But apparently he's been banned from going somewhere or other because the PC people said they don't want him swearing something or other. I don't know. Chubby Brown, that's it. I really don't like the guy. I don't find him funny. But, you know, everybody's got a right to find whoever's funny, don't they? I mean, to me, if you don't like the guy, you don't go watch him. You know, end of story. You know, so, yeah, he's been cancelled, hasn't he? Yeah. But I mean, that's my impression is if you know a comedian is near the knuckle and tells blue jokes and stuff like that, if you don't like that, you just don't go, do you? You know, freedom of choice, isn't it? I mean, I don't like him personally, but I wouldn't say ban him because a lot of people do like him, you know, and I can't see why myself, but that's my opinion, isn't it? But I mean, there's so many people that have to say, you know, oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't like him, but I can't say it's right to cancel him. You know, I mean, you've only got to go in the local pub, stand on the football stand. You hear all kinds of language, really rife. Are they all supposed to be? You know, we're all supposed to be nice and polite. It's never going to happen. I mean, teenagers are the worst, aren't they? They effing blind at everything. You know, and the girls are as bad as the boys, yeah. Chubby Brown is he's very near the knuckle. I've got to admit, I don't care for him myself, but a lot of people do find him funny. He tells very blue jokes, if you know what I mean. But I don't agree with him being cancelled. I think everybody has a right to listen to him if they want to, you know. Yeah, so I mean, you think he's brilliant, Nathan. I hate him. I really don't like him, but I don't agree with him being cancelled, yeah. He's sexist, he's racist, he's whatever, yeah. But I mean, so was, what was he called? Oh, he's died now. Bernard Manning, I couldn't stand him. You know, there's a lot of comedians who wouldn't even make anything of themselves these days because of all this political whatever it is, yeah. Hi, Trish. Hi, Connie. Who else who came in? Hi, Jane, sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's going a bit too far, isn't it? Yes, I agree. Some words are very bad and they shouldn't be said. That I do agree with, that some words are really bad. But they're usually racist words, aren't they? And stuff like that. That is bad and I don't, yeah. But, apart from that, ordinary, silly little words are being picked up on, aren't they? Oh, that's offensive to such a body. And I'm like, we don't mean, I used to talk with a lot of people who were West Indian, yeah. And I used to say to them, do you mind if anybody calls you black? And they said, well, no, because we are black. We'd rather be called that than the N word or the whatnot word. And I said, well, why do you call each other the N word? We are not allowed to say it. As white people, we're not allowed to say it. Why do you say to each other the N word and it's okay? And they said, yeah, but it's the way you say it. I thought, fine. And I think that is right with a lot of words. It is the way you say them. If you don't say them in an offensive manner, then they're not offensive, are they? But if you went in somebody's face and said something really offensive, I mean, you could say something like, you're fat, and that's offensive, yeah. But, I mean, I used to have a boy that used to sing to me, hey, fatty bum bum, and I thought it was funny, because he didn't do it in offensive ways, It depends on how they say it, yeah. The cancel culture. Oh, God, yeah, we could be on that all day. I mean, the words I used to say when I was younger and growing up, and even as a young person, and you have to think twice. You have to censor yourself these days before you open your mouth, because you think, oh my God, if I say that, somebody's going to be offended, and I don't mean it in an offensive. And it's awful that you should have to police yourself, isn't it? Pull yourself up for saying a word, It's just, I don't know. The world's going silly. As my dad would say, it's going to hell in a handcart, very fast, downhill with no brakes, yeah. Yeah, you do have to double think, don't you? I mean, I have to police myself on here sometimes when I sort of go to say it, and I mean a mild swear word. I don't swear badly. But you have to think, oh, can I say that word? Will somebody get offended? And you're thinking, oh, no, 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 no. You're not even allowed to say it, yeah. Oh, yeah, bitchy. You're a biatch, yeah. Oh, yeah, the police. Oh, yeah, don't call me a bitch, yeah. We can all be one of them if we want to be, I mean, some women are, let's face it. What other word can you use to describe them? What other word can you use to describe somebody who is one? Yeah. We can all be one of those at times, can't we? There's not a woman breathing that's not been one at some time in her life, yeah. As long as you're not one all the time. Mm. This fly is doing my head in, yeah. No, you can't, because if I say something, on here, they'll pull the video. Somebody will report it because I've said a terrible word to them, and then they pull your video. And you're thinking, the number of people I know who've had videos pulled for absolutely hardly anything, And you're thinking, there must be somebody there that's going, they said that word. I must report them to YouTube. They said a bad word. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you for... This dress was so tight when I had it before. I had to have pins in to stop my bust falling out of it. If I'm allowed to say bust. You dread these days, don't you? You dread to say anything, I tell you. You know, I'm so PC these days. I should be a vicar. You're not allowed to say this, that, and the other. Yeah, I put this dress on today, and I thought, oh, look at that. Got all the room in it. Yeah, I swear they've got nothing better to do, some people, but to sit and look at people's videos and go, oh, they said a swear word. I must report them to YouTube. Oh, I've got dolls and I've got furniture, Trish. It's all in a box. But I'm not pulling them out until I've decorated the house up. The house is in a bit of a pathetic state, yeah. Especially pink. Pink is not a colour that is in my wardrobe. Unless it's bright pink, like on my dress. But that pink, sicky pink. Barbie. It's not even Barbie pink, is it? I used to know a lady who used to come in my wool shop, and everything she made is pink. She knitted in pink. Her whole house, I believe, is in pink. She actually had a pink leather suite, and her bathroom suite was pink, and I believe her kitchen was pink. I don't know what her husband thought, but she had everything. Everything was pink. You know, if she came in the shop, I couldn't show her anything that wasn't pink. How boring is that, to live all your life dressed in pink from head to foot? I don't know what her underwear was like. Well, no doubt it was pink. Yeah, my doll's house has got plenty of furniture. It's all still packed away in a box because I kept all the furniture when I gave all the doll's house away. I only gave away the furniture I didn't like, you know, the cheapy wooden furniture stuff. You know, the little baby kiddie furniture. I wanted proper furniture, you know, a bit more, and keep it. So, but I need to paint it. I've got to think of a colour. I want a dark colour to paint my house. But I've got to think of how I'm going to paint those plastic windows, because I really don't want to spend like up to £10 each for a window for 9 windows to replace them. And even if I wanted to pay £10 a window, I can't find the right size on eBay. They've got really big windows, this. I mean, I don't know. It must have been made that way by somebody. It doesn't look like a homemade doll's house. So I don't know where they found the windows. But the thing with a lot of these fancy doll houses is they know what to charge, believe me. You know, if you buy the wallpaper that's designed for dolls' houses, it's so pricey. No, I'm going to buy ordinary wallpaper, I'm afraid, and stick that on. And I am not paying fancy prices for the, you know, the flooring, a piece of paper that looks like flooring. No way. You can get stood on. Well, as I used to say when I was young, sit, swivel and break dance. You know, and you used to do that. But that will probably get me banned by saying that now. Yeah. Hi, Nana. Paint it purple. No, I did think about that, but I want a nice dark colour. I was thinking of sort of like a denim blue or a nice deep green, olive green or something. Something more, what I call a subtle shade, which is not me at all. But for a house, you know, I was thinking it's more in keeping than something bright, yeah. I'll have to look at some paint samples. No, I did think of purple, but no, not purple. Unless it was a very dark, maroony kind of purple, yeah. Oh, you're back, Kaz. What did you... We've been talking about PC. Um, you know, what you can and can't say these days. That's what we've been talking about before. And I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. I'm not a fan of green, but when I mean green, I mean a really dark olivey green, or I was even thinking of sort of like a denim blue, very dark. I was going to look online and see what colours that they normally paint these kind of... I don't know what style you'd call it. I'm not very good at architecture. I don't even know what style my doll's house is. I mean, my friend said to me, what are you going to call it? And I went, what? She said, well, you've got to call it something or other. And she said something cottage. I said, well, it's not a cottage. I mean, I don't know whether it's Georgian or Victorian or what it's supposed to look like. You know, you see my doll's house? What do you think it is? It's sort of imitation something or other, I suppose. It's not Georgian, I don't think, because it's not got the right windows, has it? Hi, me girl. Hi, me girl. Just putting the green away. I've just finished doing green. I've done two colours on my square now. I've done cream in the middle and green on the outside, but I'm going to stop now because I'm having me crisps. Walker. I don't like the others. Oh, my son made me fish cakes today. I think it was my son and my daughter. They were awful. He said, what's wrong with you? He said it was fish cake. I said it wasn't a fish cake. It was fish and chorizo sausage. Horrible. To me, a fish cake is white. It's fish. Yeah, it's not got chorizo sausages in it. No. Yeah, do you think it's Georgian? I don't know what style that house is supposed to be. It's just a dollhouse, isn't it? Yeah, but I've never seen a fish cake with the chorizo sausages with it. Ugh. No. He said, we thought you'd like it. I said, no, I don't. They know I don't like pepperoni. So it's like, why would I like chorizo sausage if I don't like pepperoni? Who am I missing? Oh, hi, Amelia. Yeah, I haven't watched your video yet, Miguel. I got chatted up by somebody in America. Not a male, I mean a woman. No, it's not a fish cake, is it, either? A fish cake is white, isn't it? It might have parsley sauce in it, it might have something or other, but it's a fish cake, it's white. But she won. She was taking part and she won. Hmm. I'm going to try and do more videos, even though I don't have any crocheting to show. I'm going to try and see if I can video a bit of that craft fair, but some people are a bit funny about your video in the stalls, you know. I'd have to ask him if I'm allowed to video it. I got told off by a woman when I was videoing a craft fair once. No, you do that. I don't want the competition seeing my stuff. So I thought, suit yourself. She was only doing little felted animals, and she goes, "Yeah, but my designs are unique. I don't want people copying them." I thought, "Oh, be yourself." Mm. Oh, I like Tato's. They've got a really nice taste. Somebody sent me some bags from Ireland. Tato crisps. They're really nice, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Pringles too. Yeah, I love Pringles. A bit expensive though, Pringles, aren't they? Yeah, I did ask people when I videoed at a craft fair before. I did ask most people, "Do you mind if I video?" Because most of the people who watch this video are in America. So, you know, and they're going, "No, I don't mind. Just get my name in." You know, they wanted me to make sure I filmed the name of the stall. Yeah. Oh, hi, Jill. How are you doing? But you know, I wouldn't have minded if somebody was videoing my craft stall. I would have thought it was an advertisement. You know what I mean? A free advert. Somebody might have seen something on the stall, seen the name of the stall, and got in touch and wanted to buy something. You know, I don't know why she got all uppity. Would you mind blanking that bit out? She says, "I don't allow people to video my stall." Hmm. I haven't seen the video, so I can't say whether it reminded me of Captain America. Mm. Mm. So if I go on Thursday, I will ask people if I can video. I'll take my camera. YouTube is just telling me I've gone live. You're about an hour and a half late. Oh, why did it keep telling me? Oh, you're in your she shed, are you? I need to get some light in my she shed. It's getting a bit dark in there now. No, they weren't on the street, the craft fairs. They were in a hall, so you have to have permission. I think the people upstairs here have got clogs on. I'll let you know when I watch it. It shows up behind you. At the moment, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's time I started making videos, don't you, Joe? Since I haven't made any for absolutely ages. I never think I've got anything to say. You know, I really... You know, my shed's a bit dark. I feel I can be more myself, though, with my shed, you know, like I can say what I want, or... You know what I mean? I'm always conscious of people wandering through, or dogs coming in and doors opening when I'm doing a video in the house. So I'm hoping to get the lights put in my shed, and then I can probably do more videos in there. Then I can be more myself. I get very self-conscious making a video in the house. You know, and the videos I made in the conservatory were so dark, and I don't understand why, because the conservatory is a very bright place. But I think I must have had my back to the sun or something. That I was actually like in the gathering gloom. I didn't realise it was so bad until I watched the videos back, and I thought, oh my goodness, you can hardly see me. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but it was going darker. You know, we're not having lighting in there yet. I've got all the wiring and everything to do it, yeah. Yeah, I like to do I've always been on my own, or with Sue when I've done my videos. I've always been just chattering away there in the house on my own when I lived in the other place. But now I'm here, I'm just conscious of people being in the house, people wandering about, dogs coming in and out, you know. It just doesn't, I'm more uptight, I can't relax, yeah. You know, it's just, that's why I haven't made any videos really. But I'm going to make an effort and try and make more while I'm sitting in the shed or something, you know. I'm going to pester my son to put the lighting in. I've got the wiring. I paid for all the wiring. You know, the special wiring you have for under the garden and stuff. You know, that's waterproof and stuff like that. Believe it or not, I am a bit shy. You wouldn't believe it of me, would you, Kaz? But I hate going into a room where I don't know anyone. I find it very... I do it, but I have to, you know. And I'm no good at parties. Absolutely no good at parties. Yeah. I didn't put any subtitles on underneath Sue for you, Miguel. No, you don't understand Sue at all. But she finds it hilarious that you don't understand her. She thinks it's so funny. No, I haven't got electricity in the shed yet. I've got all the wiring and all the plugs and everything, paid for it all. And it's time for bed. Right, bye, Isaac. Nice to have your company, love. Enjoy your pigeon photos. Very nice pigeon photos. He gets a lot of detail if you go on Isaac's Facebook page. I'm not keen on the picture of your mum, though, with Dexter around her neck. Give me the creeps, that one did. Whoa. Do you have trouble with everyone's accents, Miguel, or just... Oh, she did. She gave me the shudders when I saw that round her neck. I like your mum, though. She's a character. She's a bit like me, your mum. She likes to dress strangely. Let's say. We don't think it's strange, but other people do, don't they, Isaac? She's my kind of lady, your mum. You can't understand Sue at early. I don't think anybody else has any trouble with Sue except you, Miguel. You're the only person who says they can't understand Sue. You don't tune into her accent. I don't find Sue hard to listen to at all. Yeah. Your mum knows everyone. Your mum's fun, Isaac. Yeah. I'm not as brave as your mum with the hair. I'm not as brave as her, I must admit. But you can understand. I don't understand why people don't understand Sue. To me, her accent's like mine. And people understand me, so I don't understand why people don't understand Sue. People in England understand everything that she says, so. I don't understand some people in American accents. Yeah, I don't think our accents are much apart. You know, if you'd have known me when I lived in Oldham, which was before I got married, you wouldn't have understood me either. I have to strain to listen to you, Miguel. You speak so softly. Yeah, Sue is Bolton. That's where she's from. But I come from Oldham, which is very, very similar to Bolton. But my accent has changed when I moved to Prestwich when I got married. Yeah. Nobody in Prestwich understood a word I was talking about. So I had to change my accent. And I suppose it rubbed off on me. So I don't speak as broad. No, John, I'm definitely not a farm tractor person. I don't think any of us don't know much. You want to buy a tractor? I didn't know you were a farmer, John. Why can I not find the end of my ball of wool? Why do I have to knit for crochet from the middle? Oh gosh, Miguel would never understand Glaswegian or Northumberland. I'd love to send him videos of different accents. He would be completely at sea. He would never understand any of them. Yeah, that's the only name I know with tractors is John Deere here. I've not really been a tractor, but that fly is doing my head in. It is now settling on me wool. I don't know why I know the name John Deere for tractors, but that's the only name I do know. Oh, you're lurking. Yeah, Irish accent. Yeah, we've said this before. They talk extremely fast. But I mean, a lot of people don't understand Billy Connolly. You know, he's really Scottish, really Glaswegian. I think, in the UK we maybe get exposed to more accents than you do. Well, than Miguel does anyway. We get lots and lots of different accents, on TV programs and everything. So we kind of get used to all the different accents, yeah. Oh, Massey Ferguson, yeah, I've heard of them as well. But I've not ever really lived in a farming community. I've always lived in a town. I've been stuck behind the odd tractor when we've been driving, but when they go so slow, and it's usually the one that's been muck spreading. Oh, Sue and I we're just like that. We've been like that since the day we met. When you meet someone and you just gel, absolutely just gel. And that's what happened with me and Sue. Right from the word go, we just were on the same page, if you know what I mean. You can meet other people, can't you? And you never get on with them. Things are strained or you have to struggle to be friends with them. And then you meet other people and you feel like you've known them all your life, don't you? Well, me and Sue were like that. As soon as I met her, we just, just gelled. I'm determined I'm going to go up and visit her in Scotland. But I've warned her I usually bring the rain with me. So I'll take me anorak, me thing with the hood on and my umbrella, I'll be fine. But I will need my scoop. That blooming fly. 2 days that fly's been haunting me. I thought they died after a day. And my wellies. Oh, I don't have any wellies here. I don't think I could live on a farm. Too many animals. Muck, mud. No. I think he means tractors, Miguel. Yeah, whenever I see farmyards, they're always full of geese and muck and mud. And you're a farmer. I never pictured you being a farmer, John. What kind of farmer? Arable, animals, sheep, cows. Fly, can you not see it? Keep running round. Guess what? You missed a bit of news, Miguel. Kaz has got herself a job. Uh-huh. Oh, you're on beef, are you now? I don't know whether there's any farms around here. We go through countryside and stuff, but I don't really see much farming. It's hard work being a farmer. Early hours. I watch a YouTube program. I don't know why I'm so fascinated by it. It's called the Hoof GP. He's up in Scotland and he trims cows' hooves. I started watching it because he lives really near where Sue is. And he starts off like driving through the countryside. So I started off watching him because it's like the country scenery, like where she lives, yeah. And oh, for goodness sake, fly. So that's what I watch it for, because I like watching the scenery. So then I got Sue watching it as well. She goes, "Oh, he lives near me." I watched it quite by accident. I don't know how come I watched it, because watching cows' hooves being trimmed is not what I would normally go and gravitate for, you know. It's something, Kaz. It'll make you get out of the house and do something and meet new people. It'll be great. I would work, if it was only in a charity shop, if I could. But I just can't. That's what I thought of doing when I'd retired. Because our charity shops are not like your thrift stores in America. They're not paid. They're all volunteers, except the manager. And that's what I planned to do. I planned to work in a charity shop, but I couldn't do it. Your channel's your job now. If my channel was my job, Jill, I'd be redundant because I haven't put much out, have I? If I was relying on that for money, I'd be very poor. I definitely am not a YouTuber, one that makes any money at it anyway. I admire the people who do make money out of it, but they must put the work in, yeah. Yeah, if you bought a tractor in the US, how on earth would you get it to Ireland? Oh my God, can you not see that fly keep dive bombing it? Yeah, it's amazing, Kaz. I would love to go out and do something like that, just to meet people, just to be out and about, and it sharpens up your brain, seeing other people, talking to different people. I miss that contact because I've always dealt with the general public. I've always either had a shop or when I worked in the job centre, I was like people facing. And that's what I missed completely. A shipping container, yeah, Miguel. Like the great big You know, that they make tiny houses out of. Yeah, well, over here, you know, they don't get paid in the charity shops. You just do it for the fun of it, or because you support the charity. That's what I thought I would do, but sadly, my back won't allow me to do it. But I would love to do it just to get out and about, you know, just to meet other people. Yeah, they use freight containers, shipping containers, and make them into homes and all sorts over here in the UK now. I don't know whether they do it in America. Yeah, I tried to volunteer when I first retired, when my back wasn't as bad. But it was all up and down stairs and standing at ironing boards, pressing things, and I couldn't do it. Because I had to sit down to do my own ironing. There's no way I could have stood up ironing things. You know, and you can't just do the shop bit because that's not what they want you to do. They want you to do everything. Like, you know, I said, well, I'm a shop worker. I'm used to, you know, serving people and being in the shop, not being like behind the scenes sorting clothes out and ironing things. Yeah. I'm always amazed when I watch car adverts on the television. And they're saying, oh, they're only £16,000. And I'm like, what? Oh, you do, Kaz. You know, you meet some people. Gets you out of the house, yeah. Whole new social life. You could get friendly with people who work in there and go out for a drink and stuff like that. It will do you good. It will honestly be the best thing for you, Kaz. Yeah, I'm glad I don't want a car these days, you know. I'm talking about how many thousands for a car. And I'm like, what? I wouldn't buy a new car if I had the money because they depreciate. You've only got to take them off the car forecourt and you've lost thousands. I had a brand new car when I was young and it was 3 weeks old and somebody smashed into it and wrote it off. And my dad lost thousands on that because the insurance company, they said, oh, it's depreciated. I said, it's 3 weeks old. 3 weeks old. And they knocked thousands off it, yeah. You'll be fine, Kaz. Just put yourself out there. Buy a tractor. Oh, I'd look lovely. Driving a tractor down the road. I'll stick to my mobility scooter. I'll stick to it. Oh, hello, Poppy's here. Hello, Poppy. Hello, darling. Hello, Pop. Hello, my little girl. What you doing? Can you see her? Hello, Poppy, darling. Hello, sweetie. And she a good girl? Look at that. You're beautiful, aren't you, Poppy? Hey, aren't you beautiful? She's not very well. She's gone to the vets on Monday, aren't you, darling? Hey? That's it now. She's off now. She just come to say hello. And she's off. Are you all right, sweet pea? You all right, Pop? Hey, you're a good girlie, aren't you? You're a good girl. Now she's going again. Yeah. What are you doing, Poppy? Nobody's spilt anything. There's no food on the floor. Eh? Is that what you're looking for? Eh? You're looking at somebody spill something? Well, nobody has. Sorry, sweetheart. She's sniffing around the carpet to see if she can find a crumb. Vehicles depreciate. Oh, gosh, they do, yeah. Poppy's, yeah, she's a bit under the... Oh, my connection's gone unstable. Sorry, people, if I start buffering. Oh, let me shut the door on Poppy. You going out, darling? Hey? You going out, sweet pea? Where's Mummy? Where's your Mummy? Hey? Where's Mummy gone? Oh, that fly nearly went out. Go away, fly. The fly nearly went out of the door with Poppy then all of a sudden. But it didn't, sadly. It's come back in again. Come back in to haunt me. Yeah, it does. It changes as I sit back and I come forward. I have to come forward to read. Oh, the conservatory. I don't know why it was so dark in there. I think it was because I had my back to the light. I mean, it was really bright in the conservatory. I was so surprised that the videos were so dark. I thought the one in the shed would have been darker, the one I did about the doll's house, but actually that's not as dark as the one that was in the conservatory. I think I was sitting in my own light, as they say. Yeah, no, Poppy's just a bit under the weather. She's just not herself, so we're having her checked out. I don't think it's anything untoward. We're just having her checked out. Oh, she's here again. What do you want, darling? Hey? What's the matter, sweet pea? Hey? What's the matter, darling? Hey? You want a bit of cuddles? You're not feeling so good? Want some cuddles? Is that what you want? Poppy's my girl. Aren't you, darling? You're my best friend, aren't you? Hey? You're my best friend. I hope there's nothing seriously wrong with her. I mean, she is nearly 14 now, you know, so she... yeah, I have actually found my light. I thought I'd lost it, you know, the big diffuser light I had. But I've no electricity in the shed at the minute, so I can't plug it in anyway. So I found it. I thought I'd lost it. Thought it wasn't here, but it is. It's here. What are you doing, Popsicle? What are you doing, darling? Are you going out again? Make your mind up. Which side of the door do you want to be on? Eh? Do you want to go out that way? Or this way? Where do you want to go? Well, the door's open. You can go outside. Yeah. I'm taking my wool with me. Hey? You're okay. Go find Mummy. Go find your Mummy. Go to bed. No doubt she will open the door again. She's always the wrong side of the door. And I need to light me incense stick. These incense sticks are a bit weird. They keep flaring up too much. Oh, that's better. Oh gosh, I took my wool with me to the door in between my toes. Oh dear. Which, oh, fingers crossed for, yes. No, I'm not lighting the fire. I was lighting an incense stick, Miguel. But they flare up. I don't think they're very good incense sticks. You know, instead of glowing that nice little glow that they're supposed to do, they just flare up. And then when you blow them to try to get them to glow, they go out. Yeah. No, it's on, the incense is on the unit. Where's it gone? Behind me. It's on the unit there in front of the TV. My incense sticks. It's not on the floor. I wouldn't put it on the floor, Miguel. I want to set the place on fire. I've got an electric one that you put oil in, you know, like a burner, but I've got no plugs spare in this room. There's like, I've got so many things that need to plug in that I've no spare plug for my incense burner. Oh, I'm blending into the background. Sorry about that. I don't think about these things, do I? Yeah, the last time I wore this dress, it was too tight. Yeah. So, and I had to put pins in, stop it busting open. And now look at it. Loads of room. Yeah, every time I moved, the buttons popped open because I was so fat before. My flower lamp, I can't plug it in. I've got no spare plugs. I need more plugs. I need to get one of those strips, you know, where you can plug a few plugs into it. That's what I need. And then I can plug my flower light in. Or maybe I could put my flower light in the shed. When I get electricity in there. Oh, no, it's all, my ball of wool's wound everywhere. It was in between my toes and I took to the door with me. I'm sort of only losing about £1 every now and again, but it's better than going up, isn't it? I'm going down instead of up, yeah. I've lost about £8 since I've been here. And we've been here 9 months, so it's not an awful lot. It's only about £1 a month, isn't it, if that? You know. Oh, thanks, Kaz, yeah. I'll still not be slim. I think I'll ever be slim. You know, I'll always be a plus size, I think. Been many years since I wasn't classed as plus size. At least I've come down from morbidly obese to super obese, is what I've come. I dread to think what they would call some people who weigh about 600 pounds. What do they call them? Super morbidly obese? You can't get any more obese than morbidly obese, can you? Or super morbidly obese? Oh, thanks, Kaz, yeah. You've not got much spare flesh on you anyway, Miguel. I put on too much weight when a few years back. I think that's what caused the diabetes, really. To be truthful, was actually, putting the weight on. My sugar levels were, when I went to hospital for my test, my sugar levels were normal and my blood pressure was normal. So, hey ho. Oh, hi, Ben. You're not working late tonight then, Ben? Yeah, I haven't had the results back from my test yet, from my colonoscopy, but they said it all looked okay. So, oh, you're not obese though, Miguel. You're not fat, are you? You know, when you see some people, come on, There's some big people around, you know. I see them every day wandering around. It upsets me when they're young, you know. You got to build the fair up tomorrow, yeah. You know, I think to myself when I see really big people in their 20s and I think, oh my goodness, you know, please. Because I wasn't that big when I was in my 20s. I was very slender. You know, I just put weight on as I've got older. So when I see these big women in their 20s and 30s, and I think, oh, please do something before you have a heart attack. I don't do fairs very well. I can't stand things that whiz round and round. They give me vertigo. When I was young, I used to go. Always went to the fair when I was young. I used to love the waltzers when I was young. A whistle with who, Miguel? Miguel, I hope you're not talking about Ben. He's not a whistle at all. Yeah. Ben comes on here every week. Oh dear. I used to love the waltzer. Yeah. Yeah, Ben's the fair guy, yeah. But now I suffer with vertigo, so anything that goes round and round and up and down, and I've had it. Sends me ears all weird, you know, anything that whizzes or whatever. The waltz I never used to when I was younger. It's something that we get with age in it, you know. Oh, I loved the fair when I was young. Thought it was all magical, don't you? I mean, I could go to Blackpool Fun Fair, but it doesn't really interest me. In between, you thought there was a whistle. No, I didn't see a whistle. Anybody else see a whistle? I didn't. I used to like the mirrors, you know, the where you go through and you get mirrors that make you look like that, all like that. I used to love that. And the you like pushing the walls. When I was young, I used to always get the guy on the waltzers pushing me and my friend round, making us scream. Yeah, yeah, the mirror maze. I used to love that, and the ghost train. Yeah, used to like the ghost train. I'm not very good with the big dippers and things like that, or the things that whiz round. I'm no good on them now. And there used to be another one. Is it called the Crazy House, where everything you walk in on floors that were like all upside down and stuff like that. Oh, the Dodge rooms, yeah, they were great fun. And they used to tell you off, didn't they, when you kept bouncing them? That was half the fun, wasn't it? The bouncing and the when you used to bang into. Well, you used to bang your knees sometimes, didn't you? Your knees used to bang on the rails. Oh, I used to love the fairgrounds when I was young. We used to look forward to them coming like once a year or twice a year, whatever it was they used to come. They used to come to the park near where I used to live, but I never went because it was always muddy and they used to put it on grass and it was always muddy and mucky and I don't go to the Blackpool one here because I cannot stand the smell of donuts. I don't know what the fat is or the oil is that they use, but it's so sickly. It's awful. Yeah. Oh God, yeah, they used to have the freak shows, didn't they? They wouldn't be allowed to have them now. You know, the bearded ladies and the little women. They were like, you know, obviously little people, weren't they? Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm glad they don't use animals anymore, like monkeys and stuff. Although when I went to Blackpool Fun Fair many, many years ago, there was a bloke with a big snake round his neck, yeah. I didn't used to mind the big wheel until we went on the one in Blackpool, and it broke down. And I was up at the top, and these silly people I was with kept swinging it, thinking it was funny. Ooh, when you have vertigo, it's not funny when people swing the, you know, the whatever. Oh God, I can't stand the smell of. I don't mind donuts when you buy them in a cafe, supermarket, or a bread shop, but I don't like the smell of the donuts at a fair. I don't know what the oil is that they fry them in, but it stinks. It makes me feel sick. It's like sickly. Yeah, they used to paint pictures of tiny people, and they used to be like little, tiny little fairy princesses, didn't they? And then when you went, yeah, I'm down the road from Blackpool, but you wouldn't get me there at all. I don't want to go. I'm going to a craft fair at Blackpool, but that is different. I'm not going to Blackpool. No, don't like the place. It's so run down and down at heel. It's so tatty these days. Oh, I don't like that smell, Denise. It's sickly. Sweet and sickly. It weed on you. Yeah, when I went Blackpool, I was only a teenager, and this guy put this blooming python round my neck to have a photo took. I said, take it off me, take it off me. I mean, the photos were an exorbitant amount of money anyway, just to have a photograph taken with a snake, you know, thank you. My friend had a snake. If I was so inclined, I could have had a photograph took with him. Mind the name of the snake my friend had didn't inspire me because it was called Crusher. You know, that really inspires you to put it around your neck when it's called Crusher, doesn't it? You know. The Las Vegas of the. What, Blackpool? Oh my God, you are joking, Nathan. It's awful. The only place I would ever go to in Blackpool is Funny Girls. Yeah. I would love to go and see that show, Funny Girls, but the rest of Blackpool, take it or leave it. No, thank you. I don't like snakes if they're in a. I can look at them in a cage or whatever they're in. A vivarium, do they call them? Because I actually like, you know, chameleons and lizards. Don't ask me why I do, but I do. We used to have a guy who used to come in the job centre with a great big iguana on his shoulder, and I was the only one who didn't freak. Oh, the toffee apples used to be such a disappointment. The toffee was gorgeous. You'd eat the toffee off the apple, and the apple inside was always either sour or bad. Yeah. Oh, I went to the top of Blackpool Tower once with my ex-husband, and I just went like that, looked over the edge because I got vertigo. I went straight back down again and left them up there. I left my husband and my son up there. I went down in the first lift, waited for him at the bottom. I wouldn't go up the Eiffel Tower either. Oh, we've got a lot of them snakes as well, John, in our government to know. I think they have them in America as well. Oh, dear. Snakes and lizards we have in our parliament. Oh dear. Mm. Yeah, we're not getting political. We're not talking about the law. Yeah, there's a lot of snakes in your Texas government from what I've been gathering over the last laws they've been passing recently. I don't know how they got away with that one. We're not talking politics. Has to be men that's passed that law, hasn't it? Ruddy shooting. Oh, we've got every country's got its snakes in the parliament, lizards, whatever you want to call them. No country is, how can I put it, without being offensive, free of people. Oh, the Texas News, believe me, the last law they've just passed is absolutely sickening. If I was a woman, I'd move straight out of Texas. It's got to be passed by chauvinistic males. You need to catch up on that, Miguel. I don't think you'd agree with it either. Setting back women 1,000 years. So that's all I'm going to say because I'm not lowering the tone. We'll go back to the fun first. It's more. I could never win at those hooker ducks and getting the shooting things and stuff like that. You know, I can't see anything. I'm sure, throwing things for a coconut and stuff like that. I love broccoli, especially if it's got cheese on it. I like broccoli with cheese sauce, yeah. You know what I mean, do you, Jill? Yeah, it's terrible law, isn't it? That really terrible. I don't know how they got it passed. I like most vegetables, really. The only one I don't like is that one that tastes of aniseed. What's it called? Can't think what it's called. That one that tastes of aniseed. I really don't like that. Fennel, that's the one. I think that is disgusting. That is not a vegetable. That, if anybody gave me that for my dinner, I would have to spit it out. You don't want aniseed. You've had a craving for cherry bait? Well, you need to go out and buy one then. Don't have a craving. Oh, I don't like tea, especially that chamomile tea. Who drinks that? It's like medicine. Ooh. No, I don't eat anything with nuts. I'm not allergic to nuts. I just don't like the taste of nuts. You know, a lot of ground almonds in a lot of stuff. Yeah, marzipan, yak. How people can sit and eat marzipan. Oh, I went to a wedding once and the favours, I mean, they were beautiful. They were all painted like marzipan into the shapes of fruit and everything. And oh, ugh. How anybody sits and eats marzipan, Marmite, yeah. I don't like Marmite either. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like Oxo and Bovril, but I wouldn't spread it on my bread, you know. I think Nathan likes Marmite. Ooh. Marmite is yeast stuff. It's like brown yeast that they spread on toast. It's vile. Oh, cream crackers, yeah. We used to have We used to have Oxo with cream crackers when we'd been to the swimming baths when I was a little child. For a penny, you could buy this cup of Oxo, and they used to give you a cream cracker, or was it maybe two? Yeah, it's very bitter and very salty, Marmite. It's true that you either love it or you hate it. I'm one of the haters. No, really, no. As I say, it is something you either love or you hate, and I hate it, yeah. There's a big turn up at the funeral. Yeah. No, if I wouldn't go to Nathan's for tea if he was going to give me Marmite. Ooh, definitely not, no. It's all gone very quiet upstairs, and it's only 11:10. Maybe they've gone out to the hot tub, I don't know. Maybe that's where they are. Because I wouldn't hear them if they were in the hot tub. Oh, my connection is unstable. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Sorry if I'm buffering people. At least I haven't got back to me 4 bars again on the on the thing. I've got 4 bars. Where did Chris go? He's around and about, no doubt. Unless he's nodded off. Maybe he's gone off to cook something. Sometimes he does. About this time of night. Oh, he's there, see. He's there. Oh, you wouldn't be far, Chris. La 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 la. Oh, it's a new endeavour, isn't it, tomorrow night if you're in the UK? Ooh. I watched Vera. I think it's brilliant. It was only 2 episodes, though, sadly. Oh, right, Denise. Right, we'll say good night, Denise. Thank you for your company. Oh, I'm no go with any new technology. I finished up giving that little video camera to my son. You know, the one that I had that you're supposed to fit on my scooter. Little GoPro thing. I gave it my son in the end. He wanted one for his motorbike, so I gave him mine. I said, I'll never use it. Couldn't get the hang of it at all. Couldn't even understand the instructions. I'm no good with technology. And I never got the hang of a video. You know, those video player things, what would they call them? VHF things, whatever they were. Never got the hang of that. Never. Bye, Denise. You know, 5-year-olds can program those video things, but I never could. Oh, I fiddled and fiddled and fiddled, and I actually got my remote control to work for my camera because I'd searched eBay, I searched Amazon, I searched everywhere to see if I could buy a new one. Nobody had one. Anyway, I faffed about with it and managed to get it to work again. So I put a new battery in it and everything, and it still didn't work. Anyway, I more or less took it all to pieces and shoved it back together again, and it's working now. Don't ask me why. So, my back is hurting me, but I'm trying not to think about it. Trying to be brave and not mention it. But it's killing me. My embroidery hoops are still not arrived from China, nor have my beads. I was hoping to make some for the craft fair. Not this Thursday, but, you know, in future. Well, it doesn't look like I will, because if your embroidery hooks don't arrive, what can you do? You broke your TV? Oh, I'm good at doing things like that, Jill. I'm good at breaking anything technological. I keep thinking one day I might like a laptop, but my friends keep saying, oh, no, you wouldn't like one. You're so used to this big PC. But I've got other things I need with my money first. I need my mobility scooter first, yeah. It fell off in the night. Oh, my goodness. Things that go bump in the night. I had a friend who'd been out in the East, so he picked up a lot of the lingo. And he went into a Chinese restaurant, and the waiters were talking very disparaging, not about him, but about somebody else in the restaurant, you know. So he turned round and said to them in their own language, that's not very nice of you, is it? Not that. And they were, because they didn't realise anybody would understand there, because it was like a dialect, you know, from where they were. But it just shows, you see, you never know who's listening, do you? You never know who understands. Yeah. You know, people always assume, like, you know, that you don't understand them, do you? But, I mean, a lot of people have languages these days, don't they? You know, people travel the world and people pick up lingos these days. Oh, Alexa understands everything. Alexa's always talking to me, and I wish she wouldn't. Although she did play me ABBA today. But she did want me to buy the new LP. Would you like me to put you through to the new LP? Would you like to buy it for so much a month? No, thank you. If I wanted to buy ABBA, I would buy the CD. I don't want to pay so much a month just to listen to it. Thank you very much. A girl I used to work with, her sister worked for YKK Zips, who at the time were one of the leading suppliers of zips, zips for anoraks and jackets. And it was a Japanese company. And she had to learn Japanese because they sent her over to Japan to the company to have a, look round the company, etc. Because she was like the leading sales representative for YKK Zips. So she had to learn some, well, it's not all Japanese, but she had to learn some Japanese enough to get on with it, yeah. Yeah, I wish I knew more languages. I'm woefully ignorant, really. I've just got my schoolgirl French, which is probably well out of date because, like, everybody's got, like, slang and different sayings anymore now. My French is, like, 60 years out of date, yeah. It's like somebody learning English, isn't it? What, 50-odd years, 60 years ago? Breaking news. Oh, that Emma Raducanu has won the US UK Open title. Yay! Oh, what a good girl. She's only blooming 18, isn't she? Tennis player we're talking about, by the way. She's won. Yay! It takes me all my time to say her name. Raducanu or something, whatever. Yeah, well, she's won it. She's won the US Open. Way to go, kid. 18 years old. You thought she would have had a load of nerves, wouldn't you? But she's done well. Hey, they'll be celebrating tonight. Who would like my backache for 5 minutes, please? Would you just like it just for 5 minutes? It's no good giving it to you, Chris, because yours is as bad as mine. Oh, I don't think she played. Did she play any of the Williams sisters? I don't think she did she? I don't know. I didn't think they were both playing now. I thought there was only one of them playing anymore now. I never used to like the one who grunted all the time. Every time she served the ball. Sounded like she should have been in the toilet, if you know what I mean. Not a very ladylike noise. Yeah, but they do, the ones that grunt. Sure, they don't need to do that. It's what my mother would have called an affectation. Oh, I don't like the soccer players who spit. That is a disgusting habit, especially with the COVID. And they go and they spit all over the blooming pitch. Ugh. Well, the trouble problem is the kids imitate them, don't they? Kids think it's cool to go around spitting. There. We'll be back to the days. In the UK, they used to have signs on the buses years ago, no spitting, you know. We'll be putting them up again now. Yeah, but why do footballers have to... Yeah, but why do footballers have to spit? I don't think any of the footballers of years ago, you know, like Stanley Matthews and people that you've never heard of because you're all too young, I don't think they went around spitting all over the pitch. I think they should be fined every time they spit. Right, that's half your wages gone this week because you've spit all over the field. Oh, God, yeah. Why do they have to spit? It's a horrible habit, especially nowadays, like with all the diseases and the COVID and everything. You don't want anybody spitting, do you? Ugh. I thought spittoons went out with the cowboys. And they used to have sawdust on the floor. Yeah. I thought it was like when they used to use chewing tobacco. I mean, who in their right mind would chew tobacco? Big wadge of tobacco. Oh, God, no. How to get cancer of the mouth in one easy lesson. Have a spittoon. Yeah, chew tobacco. Whoa. Whoever thought that was cool? Whoever thought, oh, look, a lump of tobacco, I'll just stick it in my mouth and chew it. Hello, hello. Whoever thought that was fun? Yeah, chewing tobacco. But I mean, who started the craze off? Who thought this is a great idea? I'll put this wadge of tobacco in my mouth and I'll chew it. I mean, I can remember my friend who smoked way before, like filter tips, and she used to roll cigarettes and the little bits of tobacco. And I can remember her going, you know, taking the bits of tobacco out of her mouth. That kind of put me off because I thought it's not very ladylike, is you going taking bits of tobacco out of your mouth, yeah. I mean, I've never smoked, so when I say I've never smoked, you all try it when you're a teenager, don't you? You all try something once, don't you? You know, I never liked it. I could never understand the thrill. Thankfully, I'm glad I didn't. It just never drew me in, you know, like as a habit. It wasn't a habit I wanted to have, you know. I just didn't like the taste of it. You know, I used to think, well, what do they smoke for? You know. Most of my friends started smoking. I wish they hadn't in their later years. But I never did. And they used to say, oh, you know, you're funny, you don't smoke. And, you know, people used to say, what do you mean you don't smoke? I was like the oddball, you know. You know, they'd be handing cigarettes out, and I said, no, thank you. What do you mean you don't want one? Why? Because I don't want one. Thank you. And they'd be all smoking around me. I didn't need to smoke because I was being with the cigarettes. And every club I used to go in, you couldn't see across to the other side of the room for cigarette smoke. And I used to go home at night and I used to have to wash my hair, my clothes. They all stunk of cigarettes. Oh, I know. I used to have a. Well, I used to call her my aunt. She was actually my cousin, but she was so much older than me that I used to call her auntie. And when we used to go out, for meals and that, she used to smoke, chain smoke, her and her husband, in between courses. And I used to say to my dad, can we please not invite Ada and Jimmy? I don't want to sit next to them. I don't want them to light up in between courses. Needless to say, they both died from lung cancer. Saying nothing. But when you walked in the house, it used to hit you like a haze. And everything they gave you out of their house used to stink, absolutely stink, of cigarettes and something like that, yeah. Well, you can get lung cancer without even smoking, because if you live with a smoker or you're in a situation where people smoke all around you. I mean, there was a trumpet player over here called Roy Castle, and he used to play the clubs, where it was all smoky and everything. And he died with lung cancer and he'd never smoked in his life, You can get it through passive smoking. But thankfully, a lot of the places now are smoke-free. I mean, a lot of smokers go, oh, it's discriminating. I want to light up. I have to go and stand outside now. But the rest of us are like, yay, thank goodness we don't stink anymore. Oh, God, yeah. And the little old ladies with yellow. When they get the mustaches, the walrus mustaches when you get old, yeah. And all the little mustaches used to be yellow. And, you don't see it now, but absolutely nicotine-stained fingers. You don't see it these days, thankfully. Awful yellowed fingers. Used to love Roy Castle, yeah. It's a wonder I didn't get second hand whatever through clubs and stuff. It's a good job we didn't live ages ago, Miguel, then, where everybody smoked and everywhere you went it was smoke. Every club you went in, every pub you went in, every shop you went in. Everybody used to smoke, yeah. You'd have never been able to go out the door, Miguel, because they used to smoke in supermarkets and everywhere they used to smoke. Thank goodness it's all no smoking now. My dad bought a car for me off a smoker. Oh, I washed that car down 3 times inside, and the bucket I used was just like nicotine water. I had it valeted. It took me forever to get rid of the stink from somebody who used to smoke in their car. But if you'd have seen the bucket, it was just pure nicotine. 3 clean, soapy buckets of water to wash all the interior down, wash all the seats and everything. And I thought, God, that's in their lungs. My ex-husband, he was what? My son would only be a baby. And when on the days when I needed the car, because we only had one car between us, I worked when I had the baby, but I worked part-time. But on the days when I needed the car, he used to have to go and get the bus to get to work. And he went out one day and he was back within about a quarter of an hour. Some bloke brought him home. And we honestly thought he was having a heart attack, and he would have been about 23 because he could not get his breath at all. He was gasping for breath and everything. And he said, I am not smoking anymore. And he put his cigarettes and his lighter on the mantelpiece. We had, over the fire mantelpiece in the old days. And I will say that for him, he never touched a cigarette again. It scared him so much. He thought he was having a heart attack. He couldn't get his breath. And he's never smoked since. He had the odd cigarillo, When we went out for a drink, he would have a little, the cigarillos, not a cigar, cigarillos they were called. But that's it. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. I've bought things off eBay, and when they've arrived, I've had to put them, in a bag with those fabric softener, seal the bag up, put them in the freezer and stuff like that to get rid of the smell. Yeah. If you hang them out, peg them out on the line with a clothes peg as well, that gets rid of the smell. I can't stand the smell of cigarettes. Yeah, I inherited a pile of yarn because somebody gave it to us at the knit club, and nobody would have this yarn because it smelled. It didn't smell of cigarettes, actually. It smelled more like mothballs or musty or something. And I said, oh, I'll take it home. I'll use it for charity. And I sort of stuck it outside on the line with clothes pegs and let it blow. And then I put it in plastic bags with, like dryer sheets in it. I mean, and then when I'd crocheted the hats and stuff for charity, I did wash them before I gave them, to the homeless. I wouldn't even give the homeless hats that smelt like that. But, I should. But, I get rid of the smell. But, my people at my knit club, they didn't want to entertain it. And that's what it's, I'm making it for charity. I wasn't going to wear it or anything. But I made piles of hats and everything with it because I have one of those, those, what do you call them? Addy. Made hats on my Addy machine. Crocheted some and made others. Made scarves and hats. God, I gave them a massive big bag full of stuff when I did it. Yeah. No, I wasn't going to throw it away, Miguel, not when it could be put to use for somebody else. Like I said, no way would I have used it for myself. But so, I mean, I must admit, by the time it had been washed and fabric softened and everything like that, they didn't smell the hats when I gave them away. I mean, I wouldn't have given anybody hats that smelled of cigarettes. Not even the homeless. But I did get rid of the smell. You can get rid of the smell. Yeah. I mean, half of it was more like mothballs and musty as well as cigarettes. It smelled dreadful. It really did. I put it in the garage. You see, I didn't have it in the house. Put it in the garage until it spread it all out. Let it all get in the air. Yeah, I made loads and loads. I wasn't throwing it away. Was it the heck? People made use of it. Warm hats and scarves. I do not want to look a gift horse in the mouth. If I don't want it myself, I will use it for charity. Yeah, well, you've got nowhere to put it like I did, Miguel. I had the garage to put mine in, so I didn't have to smell it, did I? Once I'd spread it all out, that was it, yeah. Well, I had plenty of yarn, Miguel, but I wasn't going to turn down a charitable gift of a massive big bag full of wool that I could use for charity. Oh, you can smell a smoker from a mile off, yeah. Oh, leaning forward. I should be glad when I get my eyes done. Leaning forward to read the print, and then backwards again to do my crochet, and you're not doing my back any good at all. I don't even know when I'm going to get my eyes done. I've got my consultation on the 20th, but that doesn't mean to say I'll be having them done anytime soon. I just hope I get them done before Christmas. I'd like to have new eyes for them. I'm on to yellow now. Yeah, I'm on my 4th colour now. It's cream, green, darker green, and that's lemon. It's not showing up very well on camera. I've got 110 so far, did I tell you all? I haven't even measured. I don't even want to know how many I'm going to have to make because that might put me off. My necklace, oh, look at that. That's nice and glittery, isn't it, Chad? It's got purple, big beads at either end. And then the rest of it is, oh, nice and shiny and glittery. I haven't bought myself any necklaces since I've been here. I just haven't bothered, you know. I haven't been in any charity shops since I've been here. Thrift shops to you in America. I haven't been. It's not buttons. Well, it does look like buttons, but they're more like washers, aren't they? Like washers. And that's got a sequin in the middle. That's got a sequin in the middle. But on the other side, they've got holes in like washers. I had spaces. I've been able to put some more of my yarn out of one of the boxes onto the shelf because Sue took a big bag full home with her, so I had some spaces on the shelf. Yay! So it felt nice to get rid of something off the floor. I had to organise because my big doll's house now sitting on the table. So I needed to clear the table so that I could put it on. I can't, my days are leaning over to paint things are long gone. I need to paint things like that while I'm sat down. I was hoping to see Sue when it was still sunny weather so I could have put it outside on. We've got like an old wooden picnic table. I was going to put some sheets down on that and paint it outside. So we shall see. It might be warm enough to put it out on the picnic table. Oh, I love boho things like this, really glittery. I don't like little chains, little gold chains. I'm just not me at all. None of my jewellery is worth a cent, really, you know. I just like the cheapo, boho-y, chunky necklaces, yeah. Statement necklaces, they call them on eBay. I'm like that with clothing, really. I look at boho clothes, I look at gothic clothes, I look at, you know, I don't look at ordinary clothes. And beige has absolutely no part in my wardrobe, and neither does grey. I used to say to my friend, I know you're old. You know you're old when you start wearing beige. Old ladies wear beige. They have beige hair, beige faces, and beige clothes. And trust me, I am not being one of those. I do not like subtle. You probably gathered that by now. I do not like Fred Scuttle. That's for grey. Well, I would like white hair, but I don't want grey hair. And I don't want grey clothes either. Maybe a pair of grey trousers if it had something bright on top. But apart from that, no. I feel the colour drains out of me. Cream. I don't mind wearing cream, but not beige. It's just the way I am. It always used to be a thing, you know, you'd see these old ladies, wouldn't you? I suppose they were not at the age I am now. But when I was in my 30s, I would think, oh my God, they're old. They're 65, they're 70. They're wearing tweed skirts, twin sets, pearls, beige. Oh, yeah, that was my yellow one with the little sparkles, yeah. Yeah. They were just like glass little dots inside it, and they really caught the light, didn't they? I love anything like that, Chris. I used to get sort of laughed at when I was working because I was dressing, you know, like boho styles. And they used to say, oh, you're so colourful. They'd all be there in grey, navy, beige. And there's me coming in with that peacock coloured dress on. You're very colourful today, aren't you, Janet? Yes, anything wrong with that? I had a dress which I gave away because it went too small for me. I'm sorry I didn't keep it. It had like parrots on it. And it was a very, very expensive dress, actually, but I got it from a charity shop. But it was a very, very expensive brand. And it had like a jungle scene and parrots on it and everything. And I absolutely loved it, but it went too small. So when I was clearing out one time, I gave it away and now it would fit me. Yeah. Oh, God, go away, you stupid fly. Somebody left a comment. Cling be a slob. Don't understand that. Oh, that sounds nice, Shad. I would like that. Pine cones to put them on my fire. If they change colours, yeah. Are they calling you a slob? Why? Why are they calling you a slob? To me, a slob is somebody who's really scruffy, you know, with like stains down the clothes because they can't find their mouth, you know. Dirty house, dirty everything. That's a slob to me. It's not a slob because you've got messy yarn. That's not a slob. Oh, I don't take any notice of the haters, Amelia. I always think there's some little sado sitting there in a chair, nothing else to do but put thumbs down, you know. I always think sado people. Feel sorry for them. Don't worry me. You know, they want to do thumbs down, then fine. Oh, for goodness sake, Miguel. Anybody who crafts has a messy house. This house isn't as messy as my own house used to be because I have to stay tidy here because I get left to my own devices would be a different matter entirely. Anybody who crafts cannot be a tidy person. It's just not in us, is it? I think this is why I can't create when I'm here anymore. Why I'm not creative. Because I'm consciously trying to tidy up after myself, and it's so alien to my being. I love to be surrounded by colour and surrounded by everything. You know, like I get told off for the state of my desk. Right? The state of my desk. Right, my desk is like this because I am crocheting. It's not like this all the time. Yeah, I get told off. Oh, you're so messy. You should put things away. Why have you got your camera there? Why have you got that there? Why have you got that there? Why have you got all your scissors and your stuff over there? Yes, they're there because I know where they are and I can find the darn things. I can't put things in my drawer. If I pack things away, that would just stifle my creativity. You know, all the time, you know. When I have things all bouncing around the house, I do miss that. I do miss it so much when I'm here, having to be tidy. It kills me. It really kills me. If it was me, I'd have my mannequin in here. Yeah? I'd have it draped with something. I'd have colours. I'd have my bags. I just... I know, but, you know, it's not worth the aggro sometimes, Jill. It's not worth it. You know, that's why I insisted on having a shed. I can be as messy as I want in my shed. Yeah. I can't be doing with tidy it all away when you're finished with it. Tidy. Tidy is not a word that's in my vocabulary. I am creative. I like a mess. Anybody who's artistic and creative lives in a mess. I'm sorry, but you do. It's part of being a crafter. Whether you paint, whether you do anything like that, whatever you do. I love watching. He's called Grayson Perry. He's probably, you'd think he was a bit of a weirdo if you're in America, because he likes to cross-dress. He wears dresses. He wears makeup if he feels like it, you know. But he isn't he's married. He's got a daughter. He's just. But he's so creative and he makes such weird things, and he does programs on telly and that. And I just love the way he is. And his studio is just a complete and utter shambles, and I would just love to be in there. Oh, yeah, you just take no notice. I just start deleting them, Miguel, now. I don't even bother. I don't even give them airplay. I don't wait for people to respond to what people have said about me. I just delete the lot of them. As soon as I get a comment and I don't like it, it goes. I'm not pussyfooting around anymore. I'm not replying to them. I'm not rising to the bait. I'm just gone anymore now. Oh, I've got a big basket. I've got a thing on wheels here. I don't think you can see it. It's behind me. No, you can't. Can you see a bit of it there? I've got a big basket on wheels that I refuse to move. Yeah. Oh, I like organising my yarns in my shed. I like to have them in a certain order that I know where they are. Like I like all my Aran in one place. I like all my double knit in one place, my cotton in another place. That I do like to organise. But when I'm actually creating something, it's like when I used to make all those shawls with all the different colours and different threads in and everything. I couldn't do one now because I had about 20 balls of wool all over the floor, while I was doing something, yeah. Yeah, I just don't care. I wish I could be more, stand up for myself more and say, right, I'm doing this. It's not your lounge. Close the door if you don't like it. You know, I got told off from my bedroom once and said, oh, Trish can't hoover around it when you've got mess on the floor. I said, well, tell Trish not to bother hoovering. I'll do it. I'll do my own room, thank you. My own bedroom. I don't mind if she cleans in the lounge, don't mind. It's a big carpet, let her hoover. As far as my bedroom's concerned, I'll do it. I don't care if things are on the floor. Man, they're not on the floor anymore now because I've got myself more organised. I've got more places to put things. But we're talking about when I didn't have any shelves. I didn't have any. All I had was wardrobes, and certain things you cannot put in a wardrobe. You can't hang everything up, There's certain things you have to have around the floor. Do you know what? When my desk is an absolute tip, I know where everything is. I always did. I had a massive desk, and I'm sorry I let them persuade me not to bring it. It was a huge desk, and it was full of all sorts of stuff. And now I've got this piddly little ratty IKEA desk. It's about every time you move it, it falls to bits. Wonderful IKEA. My other desk was a piece of furniture. It's like these IKEA units I've got now. Yeah, crap, really. The ones I had to sell, the ones that were my mum's, they were such good wooden units. Oh my goodness me. I've got a pile of washing on my bed at the moment now. I might move it tomorrow, I might not. I'll take it off the bed and put it on the laundry basket, yeah. You're all too tidy for my liking. Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit stifled here, to be quite honest. My creativity is being stifled. That's why I want to clear more stuff out of my shed. That's why I want to sell the garments I've got there because they're taking up room. They're in big boxes and they're taking up room. And if they weren't there, I'd have more room to spread my stuff out and be more creative, yeah. That's why I want power in there so I can have heating and I can have lights and so I can take myself off and make as much mess as I like in there. And nobody can say a word, so. But without any power, I can't even put music on. I can't even take my CDs across and play them because I've got no power, I'll have to nag my son. Look, I want some power, it's getting darker. Yeah, Jill's still here. She's just said something a bit ago. Yeah, I'm sure she's still here. Oh, I had such organised mess in my old house. It was great. It was lovely. Nobody else liked it, just me. Everybody else said, "Oh God, what a mess you live in." But to me, I loved it. I had colour. Yeah. You know, I like colourfulness. I like boho. I like bohemian. I like things hanging down. I like wind chimes and dream catchers. You know, I like all that kind of stuff. How are the roads? Oh, Jill, thought you were talking to me. I'm just got to say our roads are rubbish because it's all the salt in the air. This is why I stuck out for that wallpaper, stuck out for the curtains, stuck out for, you know, like I've got my colourful, my colourful throw. Yeah. This is me. That's me. That just sums me up. The people who made that for me know exactly who I am. Yeah. They understood me. Yeah. I want to make myself another granny square coat, you know, really jazzy. I don't know where the other one is. It's here somewhere in the house. But I need to reorganise everything because I can't reach the upstairs wardrobes. Yeah. Yeah, well, at least mine's in the shed. I know where mine is now. But that's why I want power in the shed. Not too much to ask, is it have a bit of power in the shed? Then I can have a heater in there. I can have a light. I can have my music. I can shut the door when it gets cold and rainy. And I can do whatever I wish in my shed. There won't be a TV in there, but it doesn't worry me too much. Yeah, I'm going on Thursday to look at the craft fair in Blackpool to see whether I think it's somewhere that I could, um, fit in with. Because the table costs about £20, I think, which is a lot of money, especially when I need to get there. That will be the cost of getting there. So, you have to make quite a bit of profit to get your table money back, don't you? But, we'll see. Well, I'll see whether I think it's going to be worth it for me to do it or not. I daren't buy any more yarn at the moment, just daren't. I don't even look at ice yarn anymore or anything like that. Don't even look there. Not going there. I've been tentatively asked by the lady who's running the craft fair about that jacket I made for Sue. She said, "Oh, I'd wear that. I love that. I'd wear it." But, they're not cheap to make because they take so much, so many different colours, yeah. You can't make them out of bits. You've got to buy the actual colours and stuff. So I might do another one. Every time I make one, I say never again because of all the darning in and stuff. But then after a bit, and when I sort of like calm down, I think, maybe I will make another one because it's so popular. Everybody loves them. Yeah. Maybe they are something that I could sell, I'm hungry. It comes from not eating my tea, doesn't it? Well, I ate the chips and the vegetables, but excuse me, but I didn't eat the fish cakes. At least I've changed my bed. I've not got that to do when I go in my bedroom tonight. I washed and changed the bed linen. I would have preferred to have done it. Oh, I've got a hair somewhere. I've got a black hair, which is strange because, oh, it might be Poppy. I was going to say, there's nobody with black hair. It could be Poppy. Yeah, I'm hoping this craft fair will be sort of my street. I don't think I'd be able to sell any of my bigger garments and that. I doubt it very much. But I shall see. I was thinking more of the, the neck warmers and the hats and scarves and maybe like the bags and things. I've got like a load of bags I need to finish off that I'd made. Oh, Poppy, yeah, she's a double-coated dog, so she sheds hair for fun. Every time you stroke her, you come away with a handful of hair. Now, the little one, she's different. She's all like rough and tough and curly-haired. She doesn't shed. Well, she hasn't at the moment, anyway. I don't think she will, because she doesn't look that kind of dog. She looks really rough and tumble. They're so quiet upstairs. They must have gone to bed early. I don't know. Oh, gosh, clothes. I gave away more than half of my wardrobe before I came here. I miss so many of my clothes I gave away. I had a wardrobe and a half, but I loved it all. And I haven't got, and I keep thinking, oh, I could wear that. Oh, I gave it away. I haven't got it anymore. Oh, I could wear that jacket. Oh, I haven't got it anymore. The stuff I haven't got anymore. Hey. Well, if I empty the shed of crochet garments, then maybe I could put a rail in there, get some more. Put the jackets in there so I wouldn't have to keep hunting and looking for them. I can't reach the top of my wardrobes. They're so tall and I can't go on ladders. I get very shaky. So I don't know what. My sweaters and stuff are all at the top of the wardrobe and I'm thinking I can't cope with this. When it gets cold weather and I'm going to be wearing, I'm going to have to bring them down. Where I'm going to put them, I don't know. You want a pair of flared pants, yeah. Like bell bottoms. Oh, I don't blame you, they're back in fashion. Retro is back in fashion. The only thing I won't wear is jeans. I don't like jeans. I know some people love jeans, but I don't. That's one thing I don't wear. I'll wear all kinds of trousers, I'll wear all kinds of things, but not jeans, yeah. People keep driving me mad on my Instagram by sending me pictures of the most gorgeous things done in really boho crocheting and really jazzy things. And I'm thinking, oh, I want to make things like that. It's getting people to buy the things that I prefer to crochet. That's the main problem with me. I need people who are hippies and bohos to buy my stuff. Oh, I can remember doing that. If that fly doesn't stop dive bombing me, I am going to go mad. The other day it was crawling in my hair. It's getting really cheeky. I thought they only lived a few days. Why doesn't it die? It should die. I have to keep looking what time it is. Hey. La 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 la. You can tell I've been listening to ABBA, can't you? Makes a change from reggae. I had reggae all the time. Oh, yeah, I can tell it's getting later now. My back is going. I love these little scissors. The teeny little things. I think they came free with something. Might have been one of the crochet magazines they came free with. But you know, they're so sharp. And they're absolutely just the right size, for popping in your bag when you're going anywhere. Yeah. You want tuna fish? Ooh. Ugh. It's a funny thing to have craving for, tuna fish. I haven't been wearing as many crochet tops. I will do when the winter comes. When the winter comes, I shall be wearing my sweaters and my cardigans more. But even though it's not been sunny, it's been quite humid today. So I haven't needed a cardigan. Once the winter comes, no doubt, I shall be wearing my cardigans. Miguel craving tuna fish. I will eat tuna, but it's not one of my favourites. I like tuna mayonnaise, but that's about it. Don't like tuna on its own. And I certainly don't like it when you buy fresh tuna and they grill it. Oh. Ooh. I only like tin tuna fish anyway, but I have to have it with mayonnaise. I can't eat it on its own. Oh, I've got Instagram. They keep sending me all kinds of messages. I get lost on Pinterest. If I go on Pinterest, I'll lose a whole day. I just get sucked into it. I'll start looking at one thing and then I go looking onto somebody else's page and then somebody else's page. And oh my goodness me. I can lose a whole day on Pinterest. I love two pages on Facebook. I think it's called Bohemian Style and Boho something or other. And the fantastic clothes they put on there. I mean, there's no links to how you can buy these things. They just put pictures up, gorgeous jewellery and People are always putting on, where can I buy these? And this woman says, I just find pictures that I like and I put them on, you know. And honestly, some of the things on there, and some of the interiors and the clothes and the jewelry, oh Lord, I love that page. And if you're in the UK, I love another page called Moonbeams and Mayhem. She sells all boho, hippie festival type clothes, but they're all quite expensive actually. Well, they're expensive to me. Maybe not to others if you're in a better financial position, but fortunately for me, she doesn't do a lot of big sizes, so I like things and can't buy them anyway, even if I could save up for them. What I don't like is like a lot of the lovely boho things on eBay and that they come from China. And of course, the 5X in China wouldn't fit somebody that's like a stick, you know. It's just, oh, I know, wasn't it gorgeous, that green tunic? Yeah. She finds some beautiful things, doesn't she? But out of my price range, you know by looking, don't you, Kaz? You just know when you look at them that they're out of your price range. But I can look and I can admire them. It's like me, I love fantastic shoes. Some of the fantastic shoes and the boots and everything. And yet I don't really wear them because I can't walk and stuff. But they have fantastic boots in all bright colours and things. Oh, gorgeous they are. But if I see things come from China, I just don't bother anymore because they're always too small. You know, you can't order your size because, you know, you could be size 8 or 10. You'd have to order a 5X to get it to fit you. Chinese people must be tiny, tiny, tiny. And if you get them big enough, they've always got thin arms, you know, narrow arms. You know, I mean, do they not realise if you're a plus size lady with a plus size figure, you've got plus size arms? You don't have little skinny thin arms. Yeah? The number of things I've bought, but now if it says China, I won't even buy from there. Now I like looking at things. I used to buy the Vogue magazine when I was younger. I mean, talk about delusions of grandeur, you know. But I used to love the models, you know, like Jean Shrimpton and before Twiggy came on them, you know. There were some lovely models that used to be in the 60s, early 60s. I don't know why I used to love the Vogue magazine. It used to come out, I don't know, it was every month or something. My mother used to laugh at me for buying it, but I used to love it. I can lose myself in a really good magazine like that. It's like I like watching, you know, the programs of these fashion shows, you know, in Paris and stuff. I mean, some of them are really hilarious, aren't they? I mean, nobody in their right mind would wear any of these clothes. But I still like watching them, you know. Oh, yes, Twiggy. She was an icon, wasn't she? Yeah, absolutely. I like my comments. I do read them all, but I don't always reply because sometimes I get that many, you know. Oh, Bieber, yeah. I used to love London, Carnaby Street. You know, when I did have some money, I used to love Carnaby Street. I used to love to go and people watch. You know, just to walk up and down the street, not even to go in the shops, just to people watch. I mean, Carnaby Street's not the same now anymore, but I'm talking about the 60s when all the people who wanted to be seen, you know, all the followers of fashion, as they used to say, they used to walk up and down with the fantastic clothes on, and the guys were just as peacocky as the women, you know, even more so. And they would wear the makeup and they would wear everything. I used to love that. Oh, Mary Quant, yeah. I used to sew a la style of Mary Quant for myself because, of course, I could never afford the actual Mary Quant. But I used to do a lot of, I don't sew now, I couldn't sew anything now, but I used to sew a lot of my own clothes because that's how I wanted to dress. I wanted to dress in the Carnaby Street style and I wanted to dress in the Mary Quant. But of course I couldn't afford them, yeah. And I also used to like Laura Ashley a bit later on in life. When I was probably in my 30s, I loved Laura Ashley. Yeah. But now I think, you know, oh, Vivienne Westwood, yeah. I went in her shop once, but, you know, pricey was not the word. But she was going through her punk phase when I went in one of her shops. She had a shop in Manchester, really near where Kendall Mills is. I haven't disappeared, Miguel. Refresh yourself. I've not disappeared at all. She was going through her punk phase when she was still with what's he called, Malcolm McLaren or something. And everything was tartan and tartan pants, tartan everything. So I didn't I didn't buy anything. Yeah, she went through a really punky phase. I mean, she's married to a young fella, isn't she? Can you consider how old she is now? Her husband's about 30 years younger than her. Hope for me yet, you know. But then again, I don't have her money, do I? Oh, I don't have Vivienne Westwood's money. She's about 80 something now, isn't she? Whew. You cast to the big screen after saying hello. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, I think Vivienne Westwood's clothes are a little bit farther out than I am, yeah. Oh, dearie me. I'm on lilac now. I've done yellow. Now I'm on lilac. Yeah, pink hair. I think she's still got pink hair, hasn't she? I'm never brave enough. Isaac's mum, she dyes her hair all kinds of colours. And she wears really kind of outrageous clothes, but she gets away with it. She really does, yeah. She wears her clothes so well. She's been going through it though lately. Isaac's mum, she had a hip replaced. And unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but they made one leg shorter than the other after she'd had her hip replaced. And she had all kinds of problems being uneven and having to have her shoes built up. She's been going through it really badly. So she's been through the mill, has Isaac's mum. Just shows you have things done, don't you? You know, thinking you're better and don't always work, do they? Yeah, everybody has pink hair now. I miss Ephraim coming on here because we used to talk about pink hair and different coloured hair with Ephraim because I believe he's a really good hairdresser. That's why he's so busy. That's why he doesn't come on anymore. I miss watching his videos when he used to knit and crochet. I don't know whether he doesn't do it anymore or what. But I really miss Seafriend's. What have I got? I've got little hairs. It must be Poppy. I've got little hairs everywhere. That is not Poppy. That is too long for Poppy. How come I've got a big long black hair? That is not Poppy's. Yeah, I'm still up. It's 25, no, nearly 12:30. Yeah, that's what's happening with Isaac's mum. Yeah. I don't know what they did, but it meant that she was in a lot of pain because she was walking unevenly. Yeah. I think she's managed to get her shoe built up now. You know, with all the cutbacks in the NHS and all that jazz, they kept giving her insoles that just kept wearing out. Yeah. Oh, I like this. Do you know, I do like lilac with lemon or lilac with green. I had a jumper when I was a teenager. I'd knitted it. It was white, and it had these colours in it. It had the same green, lemon, and lilac in with a white background. And it was all kind of like a Fair Isle, if you know what I mean. I think you call it colour work in America. We call it Fair Isle. And it was so gorgeous. And my mum washed it, and I don't know what she did to it. My mother was always a good hand washer, but she ruined it. And you could write a book. I've often thought about writing a book. I've got a friend in America who wants me to, she's got a lot of questions and answers about like England and what's different and rationing and wartime and stuff like that she wants to ask me about my childhood and that. So I don't know whether she will or she won't, yeah. Oh, that sounds awful, that Kaz. Thank God they don't do that anymore. They used to have open backs on the buses, didn't they, where you could, and the bus driver couldn't see whether you were half on and half off. Oh, so at least now the doors are at the front of the buses now, so they can, so at least they can see people getting on and off. I want to join a live where Chris is on, and he's on a panel, and then I can see what he really looks like. And Shad, yeah. There's a lot of people that have no idea what they look like, and you got these visions in your head, and you know very well that they're just not going to look like how you think they're going to look. Did I get the wool from the shed? No, this is new. I bought all these colours, yeah. Yeah. But Kelly's hair's not long anymore. Kelly's hair's only comes to her shoulders. I'm one of the privileged few who was allowed to see her without her headgear. No, she doesn't have long hair. Only shoulder length. Mine, I haven't seen her for a bit. It might be down her back by now. Haven't seen her for 12 months near enough now. I need to try and watch. They're always at the wrong time of day for me, Chris. Or I don't get notifications that there's any lives on, so by the time I hear about them, they're no longer live. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that with lilac. I can never imagine Chris with long hair. It's not how I imagine him to be. No drinking? Who gets drunk on a live? Oh, I hope you don't get drunk on a live, Chris. Somebody told me I should get drunk on a live. I said, look, it's bad enough I used to fall asleep. You don't want to see me drunk on a live. Oh, dear. That was a polo mint, in case you're wondering what I've just put in my mouth. A polo mint. The mint with the hole. Where they go? They're a mint with a hole. Oh. I'm not teetotal, but I don't drink. Does that sound a bit daft? I just don't drink, but I'm not teetotal. I'm not against anybody who has a drink, you know. It just never occurs to me to have a drink, you know. If I went out socially, maybe. But I mean, that all stopped with COVID, didn't it? If I went out socially, I would have a drink. But seeing as I don't go out socially, then I won't have a drink. My hair won't grow any longer than what it is already. It just breaks off. Probably because of all the damn bleach, isn't it? When my hair was dark and I didn't do anything with it, it was way down here. But then I started perming it and colouring it, and that was the end of my really long hair. I think to have really long hair, you have to not colour treat it or stuff like that. Mine never got to my waist, but it was about halfway between my shoulders and my waist. That's as far as it ever used to grow. They say your hair has a length and it will never grow any longer than your certain length, no matter how long you grow it for. So obviously my length was about halfway down my back, but it never got as far as my waist. I've not been to the hairdressers for years. Every time I go to the hairdresser and say I want a trim, they trim it up to my ears. I always finish it with a bob. You know, I think, nah. Oh, but you've got split ends, you've got this, it needs to go away. It finishes up here. Sometimes it finishes up there. They don't understand the word trim. My niece used to just cut the ends of mine, but now I just do my own fringe, bangs, whatever you want to call them. And I don't touch the bottom, I just leave it. It's probably all ratty and chewed up and broken ends and that, but I just leave it. Well, it's getting near the time when I should be going to bed. Not that I'm very sleepy, but still. I'll read for a while. I've got the very bad habit now of falling asleep in front of the TV, thinking, I am so tired, I'm really tired, I'm going to go to bed now. As soon as I get in bed, it's like, hello, wide awake. I did sleep a bit last night, but the night before it was 5 o'clock in the morning and I was still wide awake. So then I slept till 10:30, didn't I? Well, you can tie it back in a ponytail, Chris. I wouldn't worry about it. At least you've got hair. A lot of guys your age would love to have hair. When they get that hairline, you know, the receding, the comb over look. Yeah. My son lost his hair when he was in his 20s. It really upset him at the time. Doesn't now, but it did at the time. Oh, yeah, I used to love long hair on a guy. My ex used to grow his hair quite long. When it was fashionable, of course. He had really thick hair. But it used to drive him mad because he used to have a big wave at the front that was kind of natural. He couldn't do anything about it. He used to, went very bright then. Just a big wave like that. And no matter what he did, he couldn't blow it out. I used to have to blow dry his hair, would you believe? That's how long his hair was. Oh, I'd love super thick hair. No. Why has New Orleans got problems, Jill? Am I not reading things? I know some places have had floods and that, but I didn't think New Orleans was one of them. I thought it was New York and Jersey, is it, or something? Ozzy Osbourne, I think he'd have to wear a wig, wouldn't he? I mean, for me, I have all these idols that I used to have like when I was young, and now when I see them and they're like old men. I saw Phil Collins the other day, and he now has this like debilitating whatever it is, and he can't hold a drumstick. So his son has to play the drums now. He just does the singing. And I'm looking at him and thinking, you look like a wizened old man. You know. Oh, Hurricane Ida. Oh, I'm glad we don't get many. We have winds, but we don't have real bad hurricanes or anything. Thank God. Yeah, I like it with the lilac brown. The last colour is going to be pink. Everything has got pink around it. But I'm going to give up now. Oh, yeah, I've never had thick hair. Never. It's always been wispy, not wispy thin. That's my hair, like cotton wool. Yeah, no, didn't he look awful? So much for Phil Collins. Oh, yeah, Brian May, yeah. I mean, it's all grey, isn't it? You look at his old photographs and you think, oh my God, look at the dark hair he used to have, and now he's grey. At least he's got his hair, hasn't he? You better hurry up, Kaz, because if you come back, I'll have gone. Because I'm going now. I'm going to put my squares on hold till tomorrow. Because it's Endeavour tomorrow. If you're in the UK, you'll know what I mean. He got an award as well, yeah. Yeah, Phil Collins. I mean, he's been a bit of a sod in his life with his girlfriends and wives, hasn't he? I believe he finished with one of his wives with the fax. Told her his marriage was over with a fax. That's if you believe everything that's in the papers. That's how nice he was. You fell 3 times. You fell 3 times where, Jane? Where have you been to fall over? I remember once my friend came in, the one friend I had left after my husband tried to get rid of them all, and she goes, "Oh, Alan, you've shaved your moustache off." And he goes, "Oh, thank you for noticing." He said, "I shaved it off 3 days ago." He said, "And she's never noticed that with me." I didn't look at him. He said, all she said was, "Do you feel well? You look a bit pale." He shaved his, he had one of those porn star tashes, you know. You fell over in the room, Jane. Oh, I can fall over an eyelash. So you're in good company with me, Jane. I get up and I just... That's why I have to have a scooter, or I have to have a frame, like to walk with, you know, a wheelie thing, because I can't stay on 2 feet. If I was to go out without anything, I'd be on the floor. 5 minutes flat, I would be. You know, people say, "Oh, you should walk more." Yeah, I like falling over. I like looking like an idiot when people pick me up in the street. It's so demeaning, isn't it? You know. One bloke, I was falling, and one bloke put his arms underneath my armpits to stop me falling. God, he nearly wrenched my shoulders out the sockets. He stopped me from falling, but I thought, thanks, you should have left me fall. I would have had less trouble. My shoulders were blooming. Yeah, I've had my colon examined. That's where I went this week. They took away some polyps, but they found no sign of cancer, so that's good. So whatever it was I had, I don't know what it is. I still got the pains. But obviously it's not my colon. I suppose they rule things out bit by bit, but thankfully, no sign of anything. Yeah. Well, we had a lovely subject now. There's me with my polyps removed. But they didn't think they looked cancerous, but I won't know till later. Right, people, it's now 1:45, and I've been on for 3 hours and 37 minutes. So I'm going to say bye-bye to everybody, and I shall see you maybe in the week if I make another video. Who knows? I may make a video if they'll let me at the craft show. But as it's in a private function, you have to ask, and you have to ask if the stall holders want you to actually photograph the stalls, you know. So it's all a bit weird. But if I can, I will try. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant, Lydia, but it wasn't that painful. Yeah. It's not something you would do for fun. Yeah, right, I'm going to go. So bye, everybody, and thank you all for your company. And I shall see you all very, very soon. So night-night. Bye. And I shall see you all very, very soon. So night-night. Bye.